Or not.
I'm rocking out, man. Welcome to the Tom Barnard Podcast, brought to you by Bradshaw and Bryant, personal injury lawyers at minnesotapersonalinjury.com with
Co-host Kathryn Brandt.
Andy Brandt-Barnard.
Jimmy Francis.
and Thomas. No
And
question about it.
Jude.
And Judy.
And ladies and gentlemen, I know that he doesn't look a lot like Kristen Burt, but Kristen Burt Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So what?
Yeah, what's new in Hollywood?
We're Hollywood news? That's awesome. I'd love to fill in for that sometime.
That
you
would
know,
be
like
fun.
well, I guess I am. We are right now.
You
Well,
are
there's a lot of
absolutely-
news coming out of St. Paul.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of interesting things going on in our state of Minnesota, in our country.
For those who
Yeah.
don't know, Jimmy Francis is
Oh yeah,
the
thank you.
mayor of South St. Paul.
That's correct. We're the sister city of St. Paul. We're the little sister just south,
Yep.
right on the Mississippi River.
So he's got his finger on the pulse of politics in Minnesota.
A little bit, yeah. You know, we try to stay local though. We don't try to get
Right,
too far out of our
right.
range. We don't need to be focusing on other stuff. South St. Paul is our main thing. But you know, in St. Paul, we have a very good relationship with St. Paul, with Mayor Herr, police chief,
Oh.
our police chiefs, their police chiefs. So
Has she ever grabbed your ass?
Yeah, she also has a great relationship
No,
with
you
her
know,
police
she's-
chief.
Well,
she's a smart. She took a meeting with me. I had a meeting with her because I wanted to connect right away, just to say, hey, we're over here, and you know, she's a lot of challenges that she had coming into it because it's a 3-year term for her. So she's only there for 3 years because they changed when elections are in the city of St. Paul
Oh.
for the mayor, because they used to be on the off cycle, which was not good.
Oh, yeah.
They
Yeah.
chose to put it on the cycle that most of us are on.
Oh, okay.
So that means that she only gets 3 years at it. So she's coming at it from a deficit already,
Right.
just for time to make relationships and to get things done and to do stuff. And then obviously you're inherited what St. Paul's got, and it's a lot of work. She's got her hands full for sure.
But she was part of the Carter, wasn't it Melvin Carter? Melvin Carter was the previous.
Yeah.
Wasn't she part of his?
Before she was a legislator, yes.
Yeah. So, okay. So
Moby
she's-
wants to know if you participate in Wiener Wednesday.
Do I? Do I?
Do you
Yeah.
even know what?
Yeah, no, we don't have anything like that. We
Okay.
like Coney's. We like to go to the Gopher Bar on Fridays, but we really like the Coop. I brought him to your show before. Remember the Coop? Brought the Coney's, brought the chicken, brought some ribs before. So that's where we go. That's our any day of the week, the Coop for a Coney.
so today wasn't that special? You didn't bring anything in?
I was on the other side of town. I couldn't. I would have
Yeah,
done
there
it.
you
You
go.
know what I want to do though, because it's my daughter's birthday today.
Oh, happy
Oh.
birthday.
Happy birthday
So,
to you.
you were talking about cigars last time. I'm gonna get a cigar today and smoke a cigar for my daughter. I
There
think that
you
was the
go.
last time I had a cigar. No, my son, when my son was born,
Oh,
17
there you
years.
go. Nice.
How old are your kids?
JoJo is 19 today, and
Wow.
James is 17. So we're
Almost
Getting
empty
them out
Yeah,
there.
nesters.
you're
There you have
you're
it.
reaching the finish line.
Well, you brought up a couple of things already that I just want to open the show with quickly. And there's a place right across the street from here called Cigar Jones. And I've known the owner of one of the owners of Cigar Jones since he was, I think, 10 years old. He was a friend of my brother Troy's. So we're sitting over there today and talking a lot about that Twins game yesterday.
oh, it's awesome.
You wanted it's never happened before, I guess.
I was there. I got to witness it.
You were at the game?
Yes.
Oh, God, that's not fair.
Oh, it was great. And I don't want to name drop, but I was with Tim Murray from Murray Steakhouse.
Oh, God, I love
So
it.
So
we
you
had
got
a
good seats.
We had a great seats. We
Yeah.
had great conversation with the Gravedigger, who you should have on this show sometime.
Absolutely.
Pat Hogan, he's a superintendent of a cemetery.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, and their buddy Eddie and another guy. It was just a great
Love to get
afternoon,
that
and we
going.
were standing there saying, okay, someone said, should we beat the traffic? And one of the guys said, yep, we're gonna, and they left. And then that happened, and they came back and said, we just wanted you to know that we
Well,
saw it.
For those that don't know, what happened, Tom? with
Yeah,
the game?
thanks.
Yeah, it was great. It was just wonderful. I was over at Cigar Jones yesterday watching the game with my friends over there. And by the way, everybody over at Cigar Jones is a listener to this show, so you better be nice.
Oh, good.
Usually we
Yeah.
are.
Usually we are. But yeah, we're over there yesterday. I was over there yesterday, and then today I went over again for a while. It's just a great place to hang out, talk to some really decent guys. They have the no a-hole rule.
Yeah.
That if you act
I
like
subscribe
an
to that.
you gotta go.
Nice.
And I've never seen them kick anybody out or anything. That's not what I'm saying. But everybody that goes over there is very pleasant, very nice, very smart. You've got, high level politician figures and all the rest of it. Every kind of person comes into Cigar Jones. So I'm over there yesterday, and we talked about it again today because I look like a genius. I'm over there watching the game, and 8th inning comes to an end, and I'm like, oh God, they're down 3-0.
Right.
It's the top of the 9th. I don't want to stick around for that.
Plus, the day before, they were slaughtered.
Oh yeah.
Slaughtered.
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
They
day
didn't
before
even
they
make
were
they
slaughtered.
didn't even make one run.
So I'm walking home from Cigar Jones yesterday, leaving after the bottom of the 8th. I said, whatever, I'll just go. I get home, and I said, I may as well check and see if they scored at least one run. I believe it's the first time in history this has ever happened in baseball. They were down 3-0. And I don't know the sequence, the order, and all that, but there was a walk, there was a hit batsman, and then there was a base hit. Okay, so the bases are loaded,
Yep.
but there were 2 outs at that time too. I should mention there are 2 outs. So then there's the hit batsman, there's the walk, there's the base hit, or I don't know the sequence because I was walking home at this time. And I get home just in time. I figured I may as well check and see if they scored at least one run. That'd be great. I hop on the old telephone and grand slam.
Twins win.
Wow.
Grand slam.
So great.
And you stayed for the
Oh
last part.
yeah, see,
And
that's
you
when-
were there.
That's when the Undertaker says, "We gotta get another one. We're waiting for traffic to go." So just fun, and everybody's high fiving, and everybody's.
God.
I mean, we made friends that we didn't even know we had.
No, that's
it was
fun.
great. It was a good win for the Twins.
It was.
Especially for the fans too. That
Yeah.
was sitting there.
Jay in the chat says it's been 40 years since that's happened.
I don't think
40
in that
years.
sequence it's ever happened before.
Wow.
Wow.
So what's that specifically? Coming from a 0-3 to win with a grand slam
But it
specifically?
was also,
Yeah,
there
it
was
must
a
be
hit
something.
batsman, there was a walk, and then there was a base hit. So 3 different kinds of ways.
Yeah.
With 2 out, this happened.
So they were basically in the worst possible position.
Yeah, they were, absolutely. But they load the bases. I think it was 0-2. I know for sure there were 2 strikes on the final batter. And I'm like, oh, God, they got so close. And it's just wonderful. Boom! Grand
See,
slam
gotta have
home
faith,
run.
man.
I do have to have
Honestly,
faith.
Gotta have
The
faith.
Twins
right.
this year are just full of surprises.
Yeah.
I mean, they really are.
They really are.
They look like garbage, and then they look fantastic. It's like, could you?
I am the type of person that just goes when invited. So that was my first game, and it was awesome.
It was unbelievable.
And who knows if I'll go again? If
Yeah,
anybody's out
Cody
there and wants to
Clemens.
invite me.
Yep.
So I went to Cigar Jones today again to, see the
Rub it in,
fellas.
huh?
Well, I walk in and they go, oh, you going to leave early again today, Tom? Oh, yeah, thanks. So I didn't get to see it live. Thank God we have the kind of services I
Well,
could go back and watch
It's
the
a
inning.
very,
Yeah.
it's manic watching the Twins because, like I said,
Yes.
they get 0 runs, look like garbage, and
I
then they do
was-
something like that. It's like you
Yep.
don't know whether to laugh or cry.
I was amazed because, sitting there as a new guy listening to the bring, and it's the call thing that they have. Like there's a big triangle
Yeah,
came
yeah.
up on the screen, and I'm like, what is this?
They have like a special grand slam
I'm
graphic
leaning in
that
and-
no one ever
No,
sees.
it was before that. It's
Oh.
like some pitch call that the computer can
Right.
call. Or,
Right.
Oh, okay.
They have 2 of them, and if it's wrong, then you lose one. But if it's right, you keep your 2.
Okay.
And this challenge coin or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that was great, and the timing of the
Oh, God,
of
it
games
was
now is
amazing.
just terrific. As not a
It's
huge
faster.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just sitting over at Cigar Jones for a couple hours today because I like I said, there's the no asshole rule. It's not a rule. It's just everybody goes there understands this is a communal deal and everybody gets along. If they don't know you, they come over and introduce themselves. And I mean, I ran into the former.
It's like going to church.
Yeah, it's like going to church.
Pray for me.
Today I ran into an old friend of mine. Used to be TCF Bank. After
Twin
our
City
friend
Federal.
died. Twin City Federal.
The customer first.
That was my first bank.
Yeah,
Was it?
oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
They rope me in going into college. You know, they get you in the free checking. We'll get you
Yep.
free
Yeah.
checks. Free
Ooh,
checks.
free
checks.
All right.
It's got to be
Writing
worth
checks.
$10.
Yeah.
So the guy
Still
who
have
took
checks.
over after Bill died, he died, what, he was like 73, something like 74, maybe something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
But he comes over and we start talking about me doing the TCF commercials because I was a voice of TCF
Yeah.
for years. We're talking about that. And then, of course, people had to come by and go, hey, good timing on yesterday, Tom. Good. You left just in time. I missed it live,
See?
but thank God it's recorded, so I got to see it happen.
Moby Pizza's first time for the Twins, first time in 40 years in MLB.
Oh, okay.
So it's the very first time for the
40
Twins.
years.
He's got a cool chat going there too. This is so cool.
Oh, the
You're
chat on
high-tech.
the
Like
show
our
is
chat.
wonderful.
You're high tech. These people are listening at work.
Yeah.
Let's do a
Exactly.
check-in, everybody. Where are we working today? Give us a check-in.
I'm not kidding you, though. It was so exciting.
raining
for
there?
Life. I've been a Twins fan since I was 9 years old. I've told the story before, but it's true. The Anderson family took me and their son to a Twins game when I was 9 years old. So, you
That's
know,
what started the whole thing?
that's what started the whole thing. I looked around like, I never knew it. From North Minneapolis to go in that stadium is like, God, I didn't know anything like this even existed.
Right, all the people, the buzz, and go ahead,
Yep.
kid, go get yourself. So here's a nickel, go get some
Yeah.
pretzels, and they let you go with all these people.
God.
Whoa.
And then to have, I mean, the last 2 days of being a Twins fan have been absolutely amazing because I've been running into a bunch of people. And again, I go to Cigar Jones pretty much every day now for at least an hour or two, just because I sit and talk to everybody. And, you know, it's just a wonderful place to be. You know, going in. Well, there was a young man that came in today and he was working, so he was dressed like you. He's all dolled up in the suit and he had a bow tie on.
Ooh,
I
fancy.
said, aren't you a little overdressed? He goes, but no, I mean, it's that
Gives you a
kind of
little
crowd.
respite too, there, huh?
It's daycare.
Oh, it's daycare. Yes.
I'm going to daycare.
That's exactly it.
I walk myself,
Daycare.
Mom. I can walk
Daycare for
myself.
Tommy. But yeah, I wanted to, so I literally get home yesterday because I don't know this yet because I was walking home. And I said, I may as well check the score and see if they got one run. I hope they didn't get shut out. It was just, oh my God. I bring it up. It's like, what do you mean they won with a grand slam? Why would you do that to
Have
me?
you ever been a ticket holder, season ticket holder?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
For
He
ages.
did, yeah, he
Years,
did for
yeah.
a long time.
Yeah, and I assume you've all met Clyde Dobner, the Twins historian over there who does all the stuff. If you haven't,
I don't know
he's
if I
getting
have.
on an age, and I'm not sure how many he's doing it, but he spoke to Rotary clubs and all the rest of the groups and invites people to come. He gives tours. He's the only Major League Baseball curator in all Major League Baseball. The
Yep.
Twins
Really?
have him, and it's
Yep.
him. And the museum is throughout the halls of Twin Stadium, so
did
it's
not
really
know.
cool.
It is
There's a lot of
wonderful.
cool stuff that you learn about how
No doubt.
it all started. And he was there from when Griffith was over there leaving
Oh,
there and coming
God,
over to the
Griffith,
dome,
that's
taking
right.
all of the
I think-
boxes of pictures and all the
Yep.
senators' photos and all
Yeah.
that stuff. He has all of it.
I know.
It's crazy.
wonderful.
I think you gave up your season tickets when they did go to the Dome.
Did I?
I think so. I know when I met you, you had season tickets.
No,
and
guy,
I was
I
like,
had
does this
season
guy
tickets for
work? I
years.
don't understand.
I was doing voiceover.
Oh, you were working for Capitol.
I was working. Oh, that's
But
right.
you
I was
still
working
were
for
at the
Capitol. I
games
was-
every day. I was like,
Yeah,
what kind of
hey.
job is this? I want
So
this
it's like
kind of
I was
job.
working yesterday.
Hey, well, let me put it this way. Yes, I was in the record business, Capitol Records. So it was really, really a lot of work trying to get the Beatles records played. That was
Right.
really tough.
Right, can you please play this?
Yeah.
Could you play this Hey Jude? It's a really
What
good
else are they going to play?
Honest to God.
True.
So we were talking about that over Cigar Jones today, about what a lucky life I've had with voiceover and with Capitol Records and with podcasting and KQRS, obviously, for 37 years. It's just a wonderful, and I seriously, I highly recommend if you have a cigar, go to Cigar Jones because they're the nicest. Well, Mike Meldal, one of the owners, I think he's the biggest owner of it.
It
he
takes
was-
some owners, right? It takes a couple people
I
that
think
like
so.
cigars to do that kind of stuff.
I think
because
that's
it's
right.
hard to make a business out of cigars,
Yeah.
isn't it? I mean,
They
Well,
do great.
it's
you
like a
can-
coffee shop. I mean, you gotta
Yeah.
love to have.
I think there's a big
your-
markup on them, though.
Just like
Right?
coffee.
Yeah,
you know, I mean,
exactly.
Same. But
I'm trying to get customers, and you're
Oh.
talking about markups all
Yeah,
the
well,
time.
I'm just saying. I mean, people.
Way
are-
to go, Catherine.
Yeah, well, it's like anything else. People go to Starbucks 15 times a week.
Yes,
Right.
they
I
do.
never go.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I don't like Starbucks.
Well, let me put it this way. Mike Meldo, the owner, was my brother Troy's best friend.
Oh yeah,
I've
forever.
known him since he was 10 years old.
What's the difference between you and Troy's age?
Oh, it was a big, like
Oh.
25
20?
years.
You're a
Yeah.
big brother, or he was your big brother?
He was middle,
You made
so
kid.
No, Troy was the youngest.
yeah,
Troy
he was
was
the youngest.
in the family.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're
And
the
there
big
was
brother.
a little bit of a gap between Troy and Tony.
Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah, I'm trying to think how old Troy was when he died.
He was like
just-
mid-50s, and that was what, 5 years ago?
So yeah, I was about
He
16
died
years
during
older than him.
COVID.
15
Yeah.
years older than him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. But again, it was such a thrill to go over there and have those guys. Hey, way to stick with the game, Tom. You going to walk out on the next game too? I'm like, oh yeah, okay, great to see you. Really nice to see you. But
You should do cigar. You should do cameos over there. While you're over there, you should be doing the cameos where you call up people, you make the videos for people. They tell you to, hey, say hi to my mom or whatever, and they,
yeah,
you with
It's
your
a thing,
voiceover, you
yeah.
could be the in a world
a
where
world.
cigars are your best friend.
There you go. Troy was born in 1965.
there you go. And I was
65.
born in 1906.
51.
No, 1951.
We're all born in the 1900s. Besides, were you born in the 1900s?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
What?
Andy was.
Me? Yeah, I was
Yeah.
in 86. I got a ways to go before the
Yeah.
end
Well,
of
I
the
mean, hey, you
1980s.
say that to people today. It's like, look, I was born in the 1900s, and they think, what?
Jude wasn't born in the 1900s.
Nope.
Alex was what, 98?
Yeah, 89.
Eighty-
Oh,
89.
89, not 98,
Yeah.
89. Yeah, there we got it all
Give them a
covered
few.
now.
Okay, yeah.
But I just wanted to bring it up. What a thrill that was. I am a very lucky guy. My life just kind of goes that way. I don't know why. Thank you, God. But to be surrounded by a bunch of friends and go, you know what? They're down, and they got down. They were 2 outs and 0-2 count when he hit the.
Our
grand
Daubers
slam.
were down. We were all bummed out at the
Yeah.
stadium. We were trying to
Not
find
again.
reasons to get things just fired up again.
I
you
just
know?
loved it. It was just, it's one of those times in life that I'll never forget. Remember that day you walked out the door and walked home so you didn't even see the last inning live? It's like, shut up, leave me alone.
What's interesting about that? So the day before they were shelled. They didn't get any runs. Then they got.
Yeah.
Then they got that.
They lost, I think, 4-0.
and then
the
last
second
night
game.
they lost again, right?
Did they play again
Didn't
last
they
night?
lose
No,
yesterday?
no,
Wasn't
that
it a
was
day
when they-
game yesterday?
Yeah, day game was yesterday.
It was day game. That's
That's
when
the
they
game.
hit the
That
home
was
run
it,
to
yeah.
win.
Oh, that's the day. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Would you
we're
listen
great
to the
sports
early
fans.
part of the
I'm
show?
just trying to. I thought that there was
We're
like
new
a.
with this.
I thought, but
So, how many touchdowns does that
Yeah, how
make?
many
for the-
touchdowns do they make when the Twins are?
shut up, Jimmy Francis.
I'm asking for me, not for you.
That's
I
all.
want to know is it the line of symmetry that they work on?
Oh,
Something
anyway.
like that.
Goal-
But,
oh, yeah.
but it was just a thrilling day. I mean, just to sit over there again today and talk to all those guys about that game and how, I mean, it never happens. With
Yeah.
something like that, you're down to your last strike with 0 runs on the board, and I think only 1 hit in the game.
It's got to be a lot of pressure on the batter.
I would think so, yeah.
Bases are loaded. Get a home run and we win. Don't and we
Money.
lose.
They got the money. What's the
Well, yeah. I
No
mean,
rain.
Isn't it right around now where they start making cuts and things? And
Well, they did just pick up somebody, I believe,
yeah,
today
so they
or
should be
last
playing
night.
better.
Right.
And if you
Right?
look up
Everybody's on the ball. The
And
boss
if
is
you
in
look up and
town.
see who the Twins picked up last night or today, I think it was last night, but it might have been today. They acquired somebody new.
And then,
I think
yeah,
they're going to try to see if that works out.
did
and all the
Buxton
rest.
play yesterday? Because he's been injured again.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, he
Did he play, do you know?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Byron Buxton.
I saw a lot of jerseys.
they
Yeah.
acquired left-handed
Buxton, he's-
reliever
he's-
A.J. Minter from
Oh,
the
A.J.
New York
Minter, that's
Jets.
Oh,
right.
they needed
Yep.
some pitching. That's for
They're,
sure.
He's
All right,
popular.
so I'll take a quick break. We'll come back, Jimmy Francis. But again, thank you to Cigar Jones. Thank you to the Minnesota Twins. Thank you to life. Now I know there's a God because I could watch it because it was recorded. Thank God. If I had missed out on that and not been able to even see it happen, that would have really upset me. But I sat down. I said, "I'll see if they scored 1 run." It's like, boom, 4-3,
Sure did.
win, walk-off win.
Ye of little faith.
Yep, it's how imperfect Tom is. Let's focus on that. Ladies and gentlemen, Bradshaw and Bryant bringing you more of the Tom Barnard podcast. How do you say it again? The crazy what, Andy?
What?
What's the name of the show? Crazy.
Oh,
Complete
complete
disaster.
disaster.
Complete disaster.
I
There
was
you
like,
go.
what are you talking about?
Complete disaster.
It is a complete disaster.
It is.
Example.
Yeah, I just made it a complete disaster, as a matter of fact.
Continuing on.
Their website is minnesotapersonalinjury.com, but at Bradshaw and Bryant, they don't stop at personal injury. If you've been accused of a crime and need criminal defense representation, they're here to help. Visit them in Wade Park or Golden Valley. Talk to them on the phone at 320-259-5414 or schedule a video call. Arrangements are flexible when it comes to getting their clients the representation they need. There is no compromise. I got to get some advice from you. Because another thing that came up today is Kathryn and I, while we used to live in Wayzata, about, a mile and a half from here, something like that?
Yep.
Something like that. And I would go for long walks along the water several times a week. And that building that TCF built out there, that beautiful brick building,
Yeah, right there.
they had to board it up because people were breaking all the windows in that beautiful building, which I will never
Been empty
understand.
forever.
Why would you do something like that?
Kids.
But I mean,
Break them? Yeah, kids probably.
Yeah.
Or
and apparently the guy who bought TCF sold the building. I know that.
Oh, they did.
They did. And I don't know who bought it, but apparently the city of Wayzata and he don't get along too well. So I just hope they don't tear it down just because they can't get along. And
Oh.
It's a spectacular building. I used to go
I think-
visit Bill there all the time.
I think it'll be torn down. It'll be turned into condos.
how long has it been nothing?
At
It's
least,
been a long
at least
time.
10 years,
10
I
years.
think.
I would say
Sometimes
so.
when you get into those, they if it was TCF in there or whatever, and they sold it to somebody, they had a
Yeah.
lease back agreement, and then so perhaps it was empty for a long time, but he was still getting paid by somebody from the lease, so he didn't care if it was empty.
He
It's
wanted-
theirs, So sometimes that's how they sit for 10 years because somebody had a 10-year lease or a 20-year lease and they broke it, didn't find a subleaser, they just paid it and left, and so. Sometimes that's how they get like that, but you don't want blighted properties.
No.
It doesn't
No.
look, doesn't
Especially in
look good
downtown
anywhere.
Wayzata.
Yeah, for
When
sure.
it's all
Yeah.
boarded up now,
Yeah,
too.
see,
That
and that's not-
beautiful
Looks
red
terrible.
That's the other
brick
thing
castle.
I wonder when you can't with wrap and all these things that we have, can't you make the boarded up windows look cool? Like
Yeah.
flowers or
Yeah,
put a
something.
message of something on there.
Yeah, there
It's
you
like,
go. That's a good idea.
Instead of just being
Yeah,
we
looking
look like
like
something,
blight.
something blew up.
Well, it's
I know.
Wayzata has got that railroad,
Yeah.
the tracks that go right
Right
along
between,
the
yeah.
water,
Yep.
which I don't know why they didn't.
They didn't
fix
have design
that
engineers back
years
then.
ago.
No, they
Well,
didn't.
No design.
They
This is
didn't.
a great place for this. Let's dump all our stuff in there.
And the
Yep.
old depot is still there, and they do some stuff on the weekends. They've got a little museum in there. It's very tiny. And then there's, I remember Rick Bourne.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was fighting with the city about the building next to that.
Right.
And then, then you go around the corner and then there's TCF and they're right on the tracks. I don't think they're on the water though. Are they on the water?
I don't know.
I don't know if they've got water views, but if they have water views, it's going to be housing.
Yeah.
It'll end up being
Oh, for
housing.
sure.
But I don't know if there's any rules about being close to a railroad track and multiple housing.
No, that's the uniqueness of it. It all depends on the
I mean,
their
it's going to be
zoning.
right in your backyard, and
It's their zoning. But I was
it's a pretty active railroad track too.
We went to Amsterdam, and on our tour and before we were leaving, we decided that we didn't have a last night to stay anywhere, so we just decided to stay at the airport in the Hilton at the airport.
Sure.
It's in the middle of the airport. There are runways taking off, and you heard nothing.
Huh.
You could not hear
Really?
any. It was
Wow.
right next to the highway. You heard nothing.
Really?
So,
Well, that hurricane glass stuff.
so now there's
Yeah.
some new
It's really
technologies
quiet,
that are
yeah.
helping to do that. So again, next to a
High
train,
impact
we have
windows.
those same issues in our town, and we're
Oh.
working on some housing to do right next to the same thing. And we have trains, an airport, St. Paul Airport comes by. We have the river, so we have barges. So we have trains and barges and airplanes that come by, and part of that discussion is, it's going to be so loud, but
Impact glass.
Our house in Crystal was about a block, maybe 2 blocks away from a train track. And I mean, this was
probably feel it.
it was
Yeah.
a not
You know.
terribly new house. I think it was like early 1900s. Not exactly like upper scale or anything like that. It was a fine house, but it definitely didn't have hurricane glass and sound dampening between the walls and
Right.
stuff. And we still, I mean, you could hear it, but it didn't really bother us at all.
Well, I know, like the airport commission, they had to pay for soundproofing for a lot of
Right.
people, and every time they expand a runway, they have to do it.
Oh,
It
yeah.
does make a big
And
difference.
the Blues Brothers, when they're sitting there, the
Yep.
train goes by so often you hardly notice it. It's just
Exactly.
every 2 seconds the
It
train's
is
going
what
by.
it is.
I still remember in Dayton, you couldn't hear the train, but you could hear the horn from miles and miles
Oh,
away.
So flat up there.
To cut between the two, or
Yeah.
wherever the road was, they need to
It
sound
was
it.
far away, but you
Yeah,
could
I
still
could.
hear
I
the train
that
horn.
sound of the distant train horn is one of the more vivid memories of living there that I have.
Yeah.
Because I could hear it from my room.
Are we still on entertainment news? Is that what we're doing here with Kristen? Or are we
can
on
do whatever
I don't think we ever did entertainment.
I was
news,
just going to
did we?
bring up just a connection. Mike Farrell from MASH.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from South St. Paul. So we have our own celebrity connection to Hollywood there in South St. Paul.
That's good.
Thought I'd bring that up as
Well,
part of
there
the
you go.
entertainment part of
Kristen would be proud.
the complete disaster.
Kristen would be proud.
No, I can just go to TMZ and do her job for her. Here we go.
What is Kristen doing today, by the way?
She's on set.
She's on set
Oh,
someplace.
she's on set. Okay.
She's
Yep.
doing
Los
stuff.
Angeles.
How fun is that when you're on set somewhere?
I know.
I've been there. Has it been
OnlyFans
on set?
model
It's the
cops
most
plea
boring.
deal and boyfriend stabbing death.
Jeez.
Yay.
What are you saying?
What?
Just hurry up and wait.
Brittany
Yeah, what do you-
Griner files for divorce. Uh-oh.
What are you reading?
We're in TMZ. I'm doing entertainment news.
Oh, okay.
PK Kemsley on Dorrit. What the hell did I just even say?
I don't know these words.
$700,000
Is he saying
Rob
real
spelled
words?
RHOBH wardrobe claim doesn't fit. Does
Okay.
anyone have any idea what language this
I
is?
have no idea what you're even
Probably a bunch
talking
of rap
about.
stars.
See,
or
this is
something.
why we have an
Bill Clinton.
entertainment reporter, because she
Yes.
knows what these things mean.
Yeah, she would know.
And she knows what we
Yes.
don't care about. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, she
yeah.
self-edits on the way, I think.
does.
I've watched,
She does.
I listen. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Absolutely, she definitely edits.
here, I'm going to screenshot
Us?
this. Well, I could screenshot you if you wish.
No, I don't wish. We
No, I don't wish.
Well, you're on camera, so I'm
Oh, I
going to
am.
screenshot this.
probably looking at my socks.
Screenshot this
I lot my
headline.
Fair. Those look like
blow pop, bomb pop socks. They're
Bomb
my
pops.
patriotic
Bomb pops.
bomb
Tasty.
pop socks.
All right, you guys
They
can
look
tell me
like
what you
Atari
think
for a minute.
this means.
700K RHOBH. Real horrible outfit.
Real Housewives of
Oh, Beverly Hills?
Beverly Hills.
Oh, we
Very
got it.
good.
There we
Hey,
go.
we did it. We're not completely dumb.
We did it.
We know contemporary culture.
Well, I guess you do.
Okay.
Only when we travel. We
I've
only
never
watch
watched
that stuff when we
I've
travel.
never
Hotel
watched
rooms.
one episode of that.
Me,
Yeah,
I
that's-
would never.
We don't have any of that stuff at home, so we just when you're
No.
traveling, you watch
Yeah.
No,
the stuff.
thank
We always
you.
end up watching HGTV.
Yeah.
Just because those are so like
Property
Finding a
Brothers?
Beach House or
Absolutely.
Lake Living or something. Those
Yeah.
are fun.
We watch Super Simple Songs, Disney
He's
Plus.
got little
Hello,
kids.
kids.
Yeah.
Little kid stuff.
I sent you a link today. There's this grown man that dresses up in toddler outfits on Instagram, and he
Gross.
does things like he acts like a toddler.
Oh, yeah, there's tons of
It
that
is
on.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Every time I watch it, I laugh until I cry. He was doing, you know how toddlers, when they poop, they go hide behind a curtain.
Sometimes,
or they,
yeah.
they're like, get away from me. Get away. So he's standing behind
Oh, God.
a curtain, and he's making all these faces.
Jesus.
It's hilarious. It's
Yeah,
very
the
funny.
way toddlers act.
It's like, did you poop? He says no, and he turns around. He's got like a load in his back.
Like they all do. All
so
the kids
funny.
running.
He's hilarious.
It's a nice segue for me. You're talking about poop. Going, what's going on with you,
Yeah.
Jimmy?
Speaking of poop,
Well,
actually,
no,
seriously, there is a lot to talk about.
wait, there is a scoop.
Okay, what is going on with Iran?
Yes, I have a story
going
up,
after
actually.
our water supply.
So, U.S. intelligence agencies believe Iran was probably behind cyber attacks on more than 30 municipal water systems in just Minnesota this week.
no, to what end would that be?
Why?
why would they
Apparently,
want? They're just
so the idea is that these municipal water systems were not set up correctly. So they all,
Great.
so you go to their website and you go to their admin page and you just put in password and you're in.
Really?
So
that's
it's
not
just-
true. You're pretty simplifying things. They're
Well, for some of them,
The system is run, it's a different system
you
than a
go.
computer system. It's a SCADA system which operates controls. And so those systems historically don't have malware in them because they're not on the internet.
Right.
Yeah.
So the
Yep.
systems themselves, they're not in the. But
I think that's a good idea to
But the
not be
plan
on
to
the
get to it,
internet.
the in between to tell it, where the water maintenance guy says, okay, the
Yeah.
pump's low. I see we're low. We need to turn on pump 3 to kind of get more volume because it's a heavy day because it's the sun's out and people are at
Right.
the pool or whatever the day
Yeah.
might be. So for us, all of those things were. There's a term called bricked. Brick a computer. They go to the computer and make it do so many things that it just bricks and you can't do
Just
anything. with
becomes
it.
useless.
That's
Okay.
basically what they did to us in just an easy sense to think about. And so then the water guy goes in and unplugs that computer and he does his normal stuff that he does manually, and eventually they just put another computer in there that has the system protections on it.
Yeah.
That's the thing
So-
about a lot of city computers is they're not the newest.
Yeah.
My question is okay, Iran's got some stuff going on
Yeah.
over
Yeah,
there.
I
Why
know.
are they going to bother, especially in Minnesota, which is probably more sympathetic to Iran than most
Yeah,
states?
absolutely.
You know, I don't know. I heard on the way in, I heard the president talk, kind of poo-pooing it and blaming on Minnesota being incompetent, which I just think isn't helpful at all.
Well,
But
and Walls blamed Trump.
whatever, yeah,
Yeah.
it's all blame. This
Yeah.
stuff. But there still could be some. There's IP addresses. There's other things that happen. But I haven't heard if it's been ruled out that other nefarious people who sit and read these FBI things in their mom's basement, and they go out and try to break the code
Yeah.
to do it. And so now they're adding to the mix of, and maybe they went and
Yep.
bought an Iranian IP address to be able to be.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not that technology.
Well,
I'm
they
just,
do
I'm
sell
just
a lot of
surmising
addresses,
that
don't
some
they?
of these things they don't know.
Well,
But-
I've got a VPN thing on my phone. If I wanted to, I could have an Iranian IP address in 5 seconds.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I
It's
was
not
saying.
difficult to do.
So but the government would know that, right? I mean,
No,
would
I
think-
don't, no, I don't think
think.
necessarily they would.
I mean,
You would
intelligence,
think.
if it's
You think the
NSA
CIA
or whatever,
or
they
somebody
would.
could figure this out.
We're not that smart, and they're not coming after our sophistication. And there's no danger in all those 30 cities. I think the common factor would be if you looked at all those cities, we all have some of the same things. Some of us are more digitally ready than others. Some of these rural places,
Right.
but it's the vendor that we all use is where that happened. So
okay.
Yeah.
not all the cities are in it. Many cities use different ones, but a lot of cities use some of the same ones. So that's where you'll get that grouping where they'll be able to. They didn't hack us; they hacked that vendor to hack us. So
Right.
See, I think something like essential needs, like water, I don't even think that should have it shouldn't be on the computer at all.
Oh, it should be
I mean, just
whitelisted.
leave it alone.
You should have to have a
For
specific
an
IP
in-house
address.
completely, yeah.
yeah, there's the technology, the fibers that are being run today, but again. Most of these people are still sending stuff through the air, like you did the Marty unit. Remember back in the
Yeah,
daytime,
yep.
you'd be
Oh,
doing a
yeah.
remote,
Yep.
put the Marty unit up, and just send the airwaves. Well, that's still
Marty
how
unit.
they're. Some are,
Yeah.
so they're old technologies, and it costs a lot. It's very difficult to operate a city when you think about all of the things that you need and all the things that required. I will not poo-poo your thought about water and being off. Yes,
Yeah.
that has been a high priority in our safety protocols and whatnot as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, we do our city. I'll speak for our city alone. We have and have been for a decade a lot of stopgaps in for security, even just coming into a building.
Good.
Even just coming into
Yeah.
those
Yep.
buildings are. We know who's coming and going, and the city's water licensee, which is our main tech. All the stuff's licensed. All of our sewer and water is all licensed. You have to have a licensed person doing it all. So
Well, that's good.
that's it. Well, and that's another thing, right? With all
Yeah.
these other cities and all these other hats that people have to wear, do they have the right enough people to know the know-how?
Yeah.
We have an expert. Some cities have, they might be kind of an expert because they've been doing it for 20 years.
They've
But
got Mike.
yeah,
Some guy named Mike.
yeah, and Mike is always good. I don't
Yeah.
want to downplay Mike. But
No. That's okay. So, all right. So that's one thing, and then St. Paul had, but it's not South St. Paul though, right?
Right.
Pearson's.
Oh yeah, that's a tragedy, huh?
I know. It's
Yeah,
at
but
90 jobs.
Everybody worked at Pearson's. I mean,
Everybody.
you'd get I remember getting the factory seconds or whatever from my,
Oh,
because
yeah.
they have the
Yep.
things that didn't look right,
Yeah.
the goodies. And
Well, nut goodies always sort of look like a cow plop
right,
to me, but
right, but
you
they
know,
had
they
a
were
shape.
delicious.
Yeah, so we got the factory seconds, and then I do recall, maybe you had the same experience, somebody bringing over that 5-pound nut bar.
Yep.
Right?
Oh,
Back in the radio
yeah.
days in the
yeah.
studio,
Yep.
and you'd gnaw on that thing
People
for about
have-
4 days,
People have
and-
them at parties.
yeah, you wrap it back
Yeah.
up, and
Greatest thing about that is that John Hines was working at WLOL back in those days, which was right down the block from the Pearson's
Pearson.
Peanut Factory.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
peanut bar.
Candy. Candy.
Candy bar,
Pearson's
whatever.
Candy Company.
Okay, I know
Here's
it.
the candy
I
company,
know the
there you
guy
go.
that started that sold it a long time ago to A and something. I don't know. And then it passed. I think it exchanged hands twice since he.
I haven't done any research
He
on it.
even
but-
retired. I don't know if he retired or sold it or whatever.
Sold in 1968 to Continental Baking, and then in 85 to Larry Hassler and Judith Johnston, whoever those are. 2011 to Brynwood Partners.
Oh,
2022 an Annabelle Candy Company, and in 2026 it looks like, well, they're closing their St. Paul.
Yeah, they're just going to phase out that factory. And
But they only have 145 employees, and this is affecting 80, so
they
there's
got the
not a
brands,
whole lot
they got
left.
the stuff.
Oh,
They
my mom.
bring it down to their new place. They
Yep.
got new equipment to make it new, to make it the same. It'll probably still
my
be there.
mother-
Maybe it sits on the shelf. Remember how all the old candies were on the shelf for a long time?
Well,
Yep.
they've already got the Halloween
And
candy
now they're
out
bringing
now.
them back. No, not like the old candy, like out of cycle, but like the slow pokes and
Oh, yeah, Slow
the
Pokes.
cinnamon gums and the rock candy and all this old stuff that you
Yeah.
had. It went away when Bazooka Joe came out, and they didn't do that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh,
so it'll
yeah.
come back. It'll be nostalgic. It'll come back.
Here's a trivia bit for you before we go to Tim. When was the Nut Goody introduced?
Oh man, it has to be the
What do you
50s.
Teacher pop quizzes?
Yeah,
50s maybe?
you are not even close.
Not even close. Oh.
1910.
You are very close.
Yeah.
1912.
12.
Wow.
I knew it was.
No, they're over 100 years old.
100 years old.
We love them. Always have. Always will. That's all I
Amazing.
know.
Oh, Andy Jacobson said 1917, also close.
Very close.
Betty Brandt would be crying away. She used to always have a stash of nut goodies in her little
Well,
closet.
just stock up.
Yeah, really.
Stock up and have a.
She had this
nut
little,
goodie
She
party.
had this little box that she thought nobody knew
Oh,
what
sure.
she had in there.
No, the kids know. Trust me.
Unmentionables.
They know.
Yes.
Nut
Ladies and
goodies.
gentlemen, Tim Lammers' movie reviews are brought to you by Bradshaw and Bryant Personal Injury Lawyers at MinnesotaPersonalInjury.com. And now the lovely and talented
Nut goodie.
Tim Lammers.
My mother loved nut goodies. In fact, as a
Aw.
memorial every year, we tend to put a nut goodie on her lower stone there. So
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
great.
Stock up.
I like that.
Freeze them.
she
Yeah,
also
really.
liked Mr. Goodbars. You know, oddly enough, I will review this movie, I would imagine, when it comes out, but there is a movie being made called Hershey, which is about how the whole Hershey
Oh, the
candy
empire.
empire started.
Oh.
Yeah, that
Which
was the
sounds
empire.
kind of interesting, you know. Yeah. Otherwise, you get Spider-Man Brand New Day every weekend. You know,
I know.
You know, it's nice to have something different for a change. I see Jimmy. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Good to hear you.
First, I met
always-
Mayor
I hear
Jimmy
you
at
all
the
over.
3000 show celebration.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's right. No question.
All right, before we launch into movie reviews, there's a picture that Joe sent in that he wants me to put up on screen for us
Okay.
all to marvel at.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
JB,
my God.
Timmy,
Look at that.
When would this?
Tommy.
Where and when
Coordinated.
was this?
Oh,
This
boy.
was at the State
State Fair.
Fair in 2015.
See the back
Wow.
the booth behind you guys
Yep.
where you
Yeah.
have the fence. and you guys are-
2015.
Yeah,
Do you recognize the background?
joined the
Yeah.
queue on the State Fair show,
Yeah, like
which
that
was on a
tower
big
and the-
stage that year, I
right behind
remember.
there with the.
I
And
would
of
not have
course
had
we
any
have
idea.
Billy
It's got the
and
Marty
JB.
unit up there behind above
Tommy,
Tom's
Tommy.
head. Isn't that a
Yep.
Marty unit?
I think
Isn't that
so,
the
yeah.
antenna for
Oh,
Marty?
that's hilarious.
Well, I will tell you, we
Oh,
obviously
okay.
two of us in that picture on this show now. You got JB. Where's JB been? I haven't talked to him in a long time. I got to give him a call.
You know, and JB, if you are listening, you know, get a hold of me. I've been on his podcast several times, and I know he reached out to me quite a while ago to reappear, so I will have to. But I know he's doing that every week. You know,
Yep, that's
and,
good.
What is
Very
it? What's the name of his podcast? You know, offhand, it's pretty
JB's
cool.
Low Tech Podcast.
Low tech,
Low-tech,
yep. JB's low tech.
He's been doing
podcast.
that for a long
Yeah.
I
time.
thought it was
Yeah.
a complete disaster.
No,
That's this
he
one.
should he should be on our network.
Yeah, really, I could ask him.
Yeah.
I
Remember
see
they couldn't
somebody,
say it at
Andy
a station on
Jacobson
your show?
pointed out for the
Couldn't ever
picture.
talk about anybody.
I'm sorry.
No,
Andy Jacobson pointed out Timmy looks like 30. I have to grasp moments like that because if I look like 30 there, that would make me 41 now.
There
My
you
age.
go.
There you go. We're the same
And
age.
it's about 20 years behind, past that. So, yeah,
Yeah, it
I
all
guess
works
I was
out.
in my early 50s in that one.
All works out either way. And before we move on, just seeing Philip Wise makes me tear up in
Yeah.
that picture. I wish Philly
Yeah.
had never died. Damn it.
I'm
One of the listeners
wondering,
wants to know who the person on your T-shirt is there.
Tim Burton.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's
Tim Burton,
like a
yeah.
T. It's one of those artist sites where they have individual artists make them, but there's like an amalgam of his different projects, all
Oh, yeah.
swirling around his head on the shirt. But I need to find something, Andy. I don't know. I'm going to share this with you over the chat. This is something else I discovered the other day, which is really cool. See if you can share that picture, and I'm going to point somebody out in
Oh
it.
my God.
Let me
Ray
download that so the
77.
audience
Is that Ray
can see
Finkel in
it
there?
too. Let's see.
Can you see it right now?
I'm going
Oh,
to
he had it
put
up.
it up in
It's
about.
really cool. It's really cool.
I want the audience to be able to see it too. There it is.
Yeah.
So right here, down in the front row, number 29 is Philip Wise.
Philip
I
Wise.
know, there he is.
How
And
about
look at
number
his,
44 right behind him?
Who's that?
oh my gosh, yeah. And then you got Fran
The
and Bob Lee, it looks like, and Tommy, all right next to each other there.
Yep.
I like how they did
Mustaches.
like a skin color gradient with the white people in the middle, and then
just those stashes on those guys, though. Look at them. Beautiful.
That's
But
Chuck.
I didn't know Philly was 29 on the Vikings. He was 27 in the Jets.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
Philly's got a good stash.
that's the only one I could find of him on the Vikings roster. And I was thinking if he played, I was wondering if he played in the Super Bowl when the last one we were in with the Raiders, but I think he came the year after that.
Yep. I think you're right about that.
So he
But
was
Chuck
with
Foreman's
us.
also in that shot, and Chuck Foreman's one of my favorite people. Have you ever met Chuck?
Yeah, I have. I have before.
Phenomenal human being. Just a great guy.
let's see. Philip joined in 1977. So
Oh, that was his first
Yes.
year.
Yeah, and the Super Bowl was played in '77. I mean, yeah, it was like January or then or.
oh,
I
so
don't
he
know.
wouldn't have been on that.
No, he would
Yeah,
not have
so
been
he
on
joined
that.
later that year, and then I think he played 2 full seasons, and then one. At least the stats said one game.
Yeah,
for his
77 to
third season.
79.
Yeah.
Yep. We miss Philly every single day. One of the best people I've ever met.
Yeah.
He really was just a great
So it's
guy.
just kind of fun. The whole picture with us at the state fair, that might have been the first picture I had with Philly. That was way, 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 way down in my Facebook history. Imagine, searching for something that was 11 years ago. If you
Yeah.
post,
Yeah.
I don't post a huge amount of pictures, but I can't imagine somebody who does. It would be impossible to find it. But I finally found it scrolling like 15 minutes or so, and there he was. I have other pictures from other state fairs with him, but that was the first one, which was really cool.
One of our listeners wants us to issue a correction. No Viking actually played in the Super Bowl.
And not just Philly.
They might have appeared, but they
That's
did
right.
not play.
This is true, to be specific.
Sad. That's all I
He
know.
says, my older brother got me Benchwarmer Bob's autograph. I met Benchwarmer a few times too.
That's Lurtzema?
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah,
Lurtzema.
Bob Lurtzema. Great
guy.
guy.
Remember him.
Another
Oh, yeah.
great guy.
Yeah, he was.
He had a
great
bunch,
guy.
like 4 or 5 restaurants at one point, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
he had a bunch of
We've
restaurants at one
run
point.
into him a few times. He's good friends with Louis Nanny, I think.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yep.
Yeah, as a young fella, I mean, growing up loving the Vikings and being heartbroken by the Vikings, it didn't prevent me from just being so thrilled to meet the purple people eaters like Jim Marshall, or Chuck Foreman. I remember one time there was a local softball tournament and Bobby Bryant was playing in it.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So, and
Oh.
Fred Cox, I never met him, but I was it was called the Farm and Home Store in Buffalo. And apparently the local station, KRWC, was interviewing him, but I didn't see him in person. I was so bummed. I was a little kid. So Freddie the Foot actually lived outside of Buffalo.
Freddie the Foot. I love that.
Yeah. So,
Oh, great memories, no question. We got to get Chuck Foreman on the show. I know he's on Bob's show, so I'll have to reach out to him because Chuck Foreman, I love that guy. I haven't seen him in a couple of years now, but
Yeah, have him
just a
text me.
great guy.
I'll get things started.
All
yeah,
right.
Bob
Great.
can certainly line you up there.
Yeah.
Yep.
We went full circle by accident. Benchwarmer Bob did TV spots for TCF.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
he did. That's right.
For sure.
So
He
there
and
you
I
go.
did. He did some and I did some
And we talked about TCF. I don't even remember why we talked about TCF.
because
The broken,
today
yeah,
that building is sitting empty.
Oh, that's
now.
right. Yeah.
broken
Yep.
windows.
What are you gonna do? So what's going on in your world, Pally?
Well, first of all, I'm just glad that it's not the tropical heat anymore.
I know.
Oh,
Yup.
God, yeah.
It'll be back though. Don't worry.
Yeah, it will be. But it rained overnight. I can't believe my wife saw. I haven't been outside yet, but puddles outside. It's like, oh my God, what a great feeling that
It was a
is.
good
Yep.
soaker.
Yeah, it's still raining. It's
So-
gonna rain till like 6. So
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, a good excuse, whether it's really, really hot outside or really, I can't say cold, but rainy. I got to know. I know Tommy's not a big superhero fan, but Kathryn and Jimmy. I mean, where are your thoughts with the superhero genre, or Andy?
I mean, Kristen, I think is going to see the Spider, or she
She
saw
already
Spider-Man.
it. She actually really liked it, and that is not her genre.
No, she doesn't
at
like.
all.
She doesn't like superheroes.
She
really.
was. She said she went in dreading how long it was. The runtime was.
That's right. It's 2.5 hours.
And
right?
she was she
Yeah.
was surprised that it went so fast. She said it felt like an hour 45.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But it was like what is it, 2:10?
2.5, I think.
225. I was at the
Yes.
screening. I went to the IMAX screening on Monday night, and the credits broke down halfway through, and so we didn't get to see the after credits, the post credits scene, but apparently there's a little deal there that I've read about. So I mean, if you want the full experience, then you got to go the whole 2.5, almost 2.5 hours.
Yep. Yeah. They always they love their stingers at Marvel. I don't know
Couldn't
why.
care
Yes,
less.
yeah.
And
And
it's always like
from
10 seconds.
what I gather, it's not that big
Yeah.
of a one.
Never
You know?
excited.
That's why
don't
I
know if
appreciate
Kristen's
your
great.
movie reviews because I don't watch them, so I listen to you, and it's been great.
I can pretend to
learn
know
about
what I'm
them.
talking about.
I did.
You got to keep your finger on the pulse. Yeah, you got to do it.
The last
Yeah.
Spider-Man movie I saw was Spider-Man 3.
And
So
what is this one?
I mean-
Well, I'm thinking, Andy, are you talking about the one where Tobey Maguire
Yep.
was in it?
Yep.
Oh.
Tobey
Yeah.
Maguire
2000.
Spider-Man 3
What's
like
the one
20
with the
years ago.
Evan?
That's Spider-Man 2, right?
Spider-Man
Doc
2, 'cause
Ock?
I saw the Octa Man or whatever.
Doc Ock,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was the second one.
I was on the set of that one because my sister's
Ooh.
in California, her neighbor worked on the set, and she was
No
a set
kidding.
cleaner. So she brought me in there one day when I was visiting, and it was
Ah.
pretty cool. The library, that big library scene that they used for like 2 seconds of a film, it was a full built-out library, and
I know, it's insane what they
painting
have
stuff
to
was
do.
Really interesting.
Because they have to build all those sets, even if they're used for one shot. It's just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Not anymore, I don't think. Maybe
Well,
Yeah,
they probably
yeah. I mean,
CGI
that's
it all now.
changed. The
Yeah.
exteriors have changed anyway. The way they can film exteriors and
Yeah.
CGI the whole thing, and that's the big difference when you see a movie like The Odyssey, where it's the Cyclops is actually a 60-foot tall Cyclops puppet. Where Nolan wants to ground it in reality as much as possible, but this had to have been a heavy CGI. You can't be throwing Tom Holland off the top of a building for a scene, right?
It's too fragile.
Yeah, so they got to
He's
do
no
a lot
Tom
of
Cruise.
that. I don't, just from what you're telling me about what Kristen said about it, it's just kind of to the point now, and I've been doing this for 36 years, I guess. It's like it's just not doesn't hold the fascination as much as it did. I don't know, maybe for the last 5 years or so after Endgame, which is the
Yep.
last Avengers movie, 2019. It just really hasn't been a lot there. So what I can tell you is I think this is a lot better than any Disney Marvel movie. And the reason I say that is Sony Pictures owns the right to Spider-Man. And they came to an agreement where they can borrow characters from each other. So we got some Marvel characters, Disney Marvel characters in this one, whereas Spider-Man appeared in Endgame and all that sort of stuff. So I don't know. I mean, obviously it's a different honcho at the studio, different approach to things. I don't like the direction that the Marvel films have gone, but I do like the Spider-Man stuff. But at the same time, I mean, there's just so much crash, boom, bang that you can take.
Yeah, it's not novel anymore.
It's just
More crash, boom, bang.
manic action, and I'm so over that sort of stuff that you cannot just sell me on special effects anymore. I do think this has a decent story, but again, it's a 2.5-hour movie. They could have sliced off 20 minutes. It like you said, 2 hours and 25. It feels at sometimes like two different movies.
Oh.
They get to the ending, what you think is the ending, and then they start it up again, and it goes for another 20, 25. It's just like, okay, this is kind of jarring and weird. There's a character played by Sadie Sink. Everybody's making a huge deal about it, so I have to mention it. I won't mention her as a spoiler. I won't mention what character that is, but I like how they brought this particular Marvel character into the mix. Obviously, she plays a Marvel character, and it makes to me for an interesting storyline that kind of serves as a springboard to a future Marvel film. So there's things that they definitely did in it that I like. I like Tom Holland. I like Zendaya. John Bernthal plays the Punisher. He's great. I mean, there's a lot of things to like about this, but again, it's on my comment card, they asked me, and it's like, I just gave it to them straight. It's like, you got to dial it back on the manic action, man.
Yeah, the most recent superhero movie I saw was the Doctor Strange multiverse, whatever the hell it was called.
Yeah.
The one directed by Sam Raimi,
that's a good film. I mean, Sam Raimi directed that, and Sam directed 1, 2, and 3, and Jimmy, so, Sam was directing the one that you were on the set for. And then they brought like Doc Ock and all those characters back for Spider-Man No Way Home, which was kind of a nostalgic thing. All 3 Spider-Mans, the 3 different guys that have played him over the years, Maguire, Andy Garfield, and Tom Holland. And, so it worked for new fans, but also worked for fans of the old films. So, Andy, I would try to check out No Way Home if you get a chance.
Yeah.
Catch up on things, because that's really the film that if you have to see any particular film prior to seeing this one, it's really helpful to have seen No Way Home because it's tied into those events of that movie.
So is Mars in retrograde or something that Tim Lammers didn't like a movie as much as Kristen did, and it wasn't in her genre?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even know what's happening.
The heat dome. The heat dome.
I don't know
There
what's
you go.
happening.
Yeah. Oh, I want to tell you before I forget. Remember last week when my sound cut out, or I thought my sound cut out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm throwing my wife under the bus here. These wireless headphones, she put them on, and all the sound was going into these downstairs.
Oh.
Oh.
Funny.
So,
she's trying to be
just want
quiet.
explain that little technical glitch. It was,
We've
on
had
my
plenty
end.
of technical
Let's just-
glitches, believe
let's
me.
Lip sync it down.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's brand new day. It's gonna make a gob of money. It's already made, believe it or not, because they had Wednesday night previews with Amazon people that could get tickets to early screenings, and then the Thursday previews, which start at noon. They've already made $72 million before today,
Wow.
which is a record. Endgame made 60 before the actual opening
Oh,
day.
wow.
So we're looking at, and that movie went on to make 260 in its first weekend.
Yeah.
So we're looking at a potential $300 million opening weekend for this film, just domestically. And you have
$300 million in a weekend?
Beating Endgame, though? That's crazy.
We got that.
Yeah. So it's good for theaters. I mean, I will say that.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to see this sort of thing because otherwise,
To see this.
The Odyssey is made for theaters, so that's doing well. And then, of course, my favorite of the year, Obsession, which was made for 750,000 and has made over 400 million. I love that because it's the kind of F you to Hollywood movie.
Yeah.
It's done
F you to
independently and they
Hollywood.
made gobs of money. So, I mean, the theaters is doing really well this year, which I think is a good thing.
It is a good thing.
Well, Spider-Man Brand New Day had a budget of 225 million, so it's going to have to make at least, 600 to break even?
Yeah, I mean, and it will certainly make over 400 worldwide this weekend.
Yeah. Let's see.
Maybe
Avengers
even approaching
Endgame.
5.
Avengers
Some
Endgame had a budget.
analysts are saying 800. No, it's no way. It's not. I don't think that's possible.
Endgame had a budget of 400 million,
Yeah.
but it made 2.8 billion.
Oh,
So it did fine.
So,
And the last one, the No Way Home, I don't know how much the budget was. It doesn't really matter. But this came out in December of 2021 during the pandemic
Yeah.
and made 260, like I said, to open the weekend. I mean, you were talking about right in the middle of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And that film went on to make $1.9 billion.
Yep. No Way Home had a budget of 200 million and a box office
Yeah.
of 1.9. So
they're making money here.
Yeah,
they're making
they'll do
money.
fine.
so who's going to see these action hero movies now? I mean, really, who are they made for?
That's a good question, actually.
Well, I think that obviously they're made for any comic. They're made for people like Mike Bryant, who grew up with comic books.
Mm-hmm.
I have always been more partial to comic book movies than actually reading, although I have read comic books. But you have new generations and what they're doing, and this is really smart. They have to do this. You can't have Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine when he's 60. So you have to reboot it. And this one particular character that's introduced in this movie is sort of a tip-off to the reboot of X-Men, where they will cast new kids, because a lot of these people were kids when they were first cast in 2000.
Yeah.
So, they're for us and they're for our kids. They're for future generations, I guess.
Tobey
See how
Maguire
she asked that and then
let's
left?
see.
Yeah, that's how they do it. They ask the question and just walk away.
Tobey Maguire just turned 51, so yeah, it'd be hard to cast him as Spider-Man these days.
Come on.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
We're the same
But
age,
he
me and
worked, he worked
Toby.
in
Wow.
No Way
Like-
Home. He was in the late 40s at No Way Home and still worked. So
That's true. I mean, yeah, he is supposed to be super, so theoretically, why can't the
well,
Spider
and they
just de-age
they can
him?
de-age you too.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, got to
So
take a
that's
quick break and be right back and wrap things up with you, Tim. You can stay for one more segment.
Yep.
All right. For years, you've heard me talk about North American Banking Company. Why? Because they've always been there for me and my family over the years. Go to nabanco.com/Tom to see how. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Heart of the North Tours. Now we're talking. Had a great show with him yesterday. Didn't you think, Andy?
Yeah,
I thought it was really, really nice, as a matter of fact.
and they're not doing the Alaska because they're sold out on Alaska, right?
I
Not
believe
the one
that's
we
true.
have. He wanted us to talk about their Canada tour. They're going up on the Canadian Rockies.
All right, I'm happy to hear that.
Let's see. Canadian
What do you mean, oh
Rockies.
my gosh? Well, oh my gosh, what?
Well, I thought you were going to be on the last time you were on, it was a virtual.
Oh, no, it's warm, so he's up north here.
It's
Let's
all
see.
true.
Canadian Rockies.
Good
when are they going to
see you.
Canadian Rockies?
All right, so Andy, what do you want me to do? Heart of the North 2 is currently offering.
Oh, yeah, here we go. They're going to Niagara Falls and Toronto in August, so that one we've already taken care of, right?
Excellent.
September, they're going to the Dancing in the Street Motown. Motown is where?
Detroit.
Detroit. That's right. They're going to Detroit in September.
Yep.
October, they're going to the Smoky Mountains and the Opry, it looks like, and Branson in November. So all sorts of fun stuff coming up.
Well, see, they got all this stuff at Denali National Park they've been to, Whittier, Hubbard Glacier, Glacier Bay National Park, Anchorage, Juneau. They've been all these places, Skagway, Ketchikan. For more information, go to heartofthenorthtours.com. It all happens coming up in August, as a matter of fact. There are limited spots available, so book now. What do you think of that? Is
I
that
think
everything I
it's
have
good.
in this break, Andy?
I believe so.
I just wanted to make sure that I got it all covered. All right, we're back. Timmy's with us. You still with us, Timmy?
I am here. I am here.
Oh, two
Other
Timmys.
Tim. Yes, there's
Two
two Tims
Timmys.
on the show
That's
now.
right, there's two
Two
Timmys.
Tim's in a gym.
Hey, Tim, I'm Tim.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. So do you want me to continue, or you
Oh,
want the
Dad,
other
you just
Tim?
knocked your mic
Tim
off.
too.
What?
You just knocked your mic off again.
I did?
Yep.
Off your chest. Can't blame on Jude.
It's not Jude's fault this
Hey,
time.
so Tim,
Oh,
let me
Jude.
ask you this about stuff.
Yeah.
Tiger King. We go back in time. Tiger King was huge because it was COVID,
Right.
right? But the interest and all the stuff with that. Do you think that would make it again, or was it COVID that was the deal?
Well, COVID certainly boosted it. I would say that. It's interesting though, because Netflix, they really have an incredible handle on true crime stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I am so hooked on all this stuff. And I'm not a big true crime guy. I mean, my oldest daughter listens to those sorts of podcasts, and I've played those or she's played them for me and stuff. But there's a new one on Netflix. It's a documentary movie. It's not a series like Tiger King. It's called A Toxic Love Story. And the crazy ass turns this thing takes. Wow. I mean, I don't know where they find these stories, but boy, do they find stories that just hook you. And if you look, those films and series, those docuseries, true crime, are generally ranked above films on Netflix still.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no question that, because remember, Tom, I mean, that was on the queue. We were talking about Tiger King, almost every week for a month.
Yeah.
It was
So
because
bizarre.
it was just so bat bleep crazy. It just was something that we hadn't seen before. So yeah, it's a great question, Jimmy. I mean, I don't know if it'd do as well. It's hard to say. It all depends on how strong the movies are, because movies, up until like Obsession in mid-May, there haven't been big movies, and well, I should say mid-July with Odyssey. There haven't been really big movie releases this summer that have done that were financially successful. So yeah, I think that it's kind of weighted on that as well, how successful something is. But when your theaters are shut, hell yeah, everybody's watching Tiger King.
Yeah.
Well, Toy Story 5, I'm assuming that did pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, there's a handful that have done really, really well. But again, I mean, when you're talking about they say 170 million to produce Supergirl, 120 to promote, and the film ends up making 60 million domestically. I mean, nobody's going for it. So you have this dead week where it's like, hey, what the hell's on Netflix? Let's check that out.
All right, as we leave, I got to point something out.
Yeah.
As I used to say on Plymouth Avenue when I was a kid, in the nice Jewish neighborhood west of Penn Avenue. This is about the Goyish show of all time, because we have Andy, Tim, Tom, and Jim.
Tim, Tom, Jim.
There's something about those M names, though. We're M's.
Then Andy, of course, has to ruin it with Andrew. But
My own thing.
I thought you were going to say something like, and we say this all the time, and I told you this before, Tom, whenever we're watching a scary movie, even my kids go, "Don't go in there, girl."
Don't go in there, girl. What was that from again?
I don't know. I thought you experienced in the theater
at
or
one of your
something.
screenings. You were like,
"Don't go in there. Don't go in there, girl."
telling the TV or telling the movie screen what's next.
That's right. Was I drinking back then?
You probably were.
Yeah,
Those are the
many
years.
years ago.
Somebody once, a comic, I can't remember who it was, says, "I hope that that art films don't catch on in the urban neighborhoods." Because the last thing you want to hear in the movie theater is, "Don't go in the blue door, that represents death."
Who came up with that?
I don't know.
That's very good. I like that. That works for me.
Well, I will leave it up to the other Tim. So have a great
Good to see you,
weekend,
Tim.
everybody. Jimmy, good to see you again. Tim, nice. It's always great to meet another Tim. That's all I can say.
Yes, that's true.
M and Andy.
And then also me.
There you go.
And also Andy. That's exactly right.
Yeah,
All
sure.
right, Timmy, we'll talk to you next week.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Thanks, Pally.
Bye.
sliding into Kathryn's. I love how Kathryn always leaves when there are three people going to the
I
council.
said, oh, no, you stay. I said, I got to go too because I got some stuff. No, just sit there.
I know.
He's coming in. So
She's
here we
like,
are.
well, I've already put in an hour and 10 minutes, so she had to take a break. you
Yeah.
know.
She had
I
to charge your
guess.
phone for you.
Checking at work.
Had to charge the phone. That's exactly what it was. So what's the latest with you, Timmy?
Absolutely nothing.
What do you mean nothing?
I'm at Acme. That's about it.
But that's good.
Oh God, always. My year starts and ends with my Acme week. It's been good so far. It's I think it's the funniest person in Minnesota competition going on. So
How do you get in that? How's a guy like me get involved in that?
sign up.
That's all it is? You just gotta sign
You
up?
gotta sign
That's
up.
all it is. You sign up and they give you a spot,
Oh, okay.
and then you get up and you get to do 3 minutes.
And is it Mondays or what days is it?
It's all through the week. It's
okay.
Wednesday, Thursday first show, and the second show Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
And then there's a winner each night, and then the scores are compiled and there's finals at the end of the summer.
Sounds fun.
Who was the
I love to
segment
laugh.
brought to us by the way?
What do you mean?
We didn't do the sponsorship.
Listen to him.
He's on it.
Director.
The final segment of the week, that's why I didn't do it, by the way. The final segment of the week is brought to you by both Bradshaw and Bryant, personal injury lawyers at minnesotapersonalinjury.com and North American Banking Company at nabankco.com/Tom.
And personal
you're
injury
right.
lawyers and banks are not funny, but they do endorse our content. So
They like humor. What? They're funny. They like humor.
I would hope so.
I don't know. If you need a personal injury lawyer, you're probably not laughing too much. Hopefully.
You know what I just realized? Proof that we live in a prosperous society.
Yeah.
They no longer chain the pens down in the banks.
That's
true.
right.
I haven't
they
seen
don't.
that in a
You're
long
right.
time.
That's a good
They
point.
want you to take the pens.
Yeah, not only do they chain the they got a big jar
Take
of
the
pens.
Yeah.
pen.
That's how rich we are.
Yeah.
Back when I was a kid, pens were so valuable they had
yeah.
to put a chain on.
I
them.
I
remember.
thought about that
And
in
you
a
could
long
only
time.
you couldn't
Yeah.
go very far from where you had it. You know.
Right.
Oh yeah, I remember using
Unless it
those
was on a
chained down
clipboard.
pens. And
Yeah.
yeah, they give you like maybe a foot of leeway.
Yeah. Yeah. Now take all the pens you want.
Oh god, we have so many pens in our house. I can't even tell you.
I just keep
Steal
one.
them from here.
I just have my pen. You know my.
You just got the one.
Look at that. Everybody's got a pen but me. I'm on the outs.
Fifth Third.
Fifth, oh, yeah.
See, that's how you know. You just came from the Fifth Third
There
Bank.
you go.
All right, Fifth Third Bank. I know where that
I'm a
is.
salesman for insurance, so I have to have a pen ready. You know, that's.
How many jobs do you have?
I'm like you.
You're the
You,
mayor.
you just do
you're
what you got to do, and it comes along, and you never say no. You always say yes.
Let me ask you a question about this.
All right.
Because we just always have such a good time talking and all the rest of it. But being from Minneapolis, St. Paul, or being from the Twin Cities, I guess is a better way to put it, I don't think people who've never been here or spent very little time here realize how different each little city is around Minneapolis and St.
Oh, yeah,
Paul.
right.
They're completely different. They're all really great.
Yeah. Some aren't awesome, but some are great. You know, I mean,
Which aren't the awesome
well,
ones?
you know, they like the news. They don't have much to offer.
Oh, the ones where you're not the mayor? Is that what you're
yes,
saying?
yeah.
I understand. No question.
The ones that make the news. Is that what you said?
Some of them, you know,
Yeah,
like, you know,
okay.
kind of like, yeah. But you're right. Every town is a little different. You can find a little something in each place. You know, I was on your show when I don't know, Andy found the date that I said Amy Klobuchar is running for governor.
Oh,
Yeah.
So here's my next one for you.
Oh.
Minneapolis and St. Paul, brother and sister, are going to break up.
Ooh.
And this is my opinion. Minneapolis is going to continue to be the big sister, big town with all the venues, all of that stuff. And St. Paul is going to go away, break off, try not to be like this, like the big sister anymore, and go do its own thing. And we won't have we don't need 2 stadiums. We don't need 5
That's true.
amphitheaters. We
Yeah,
don't need you
yeah.
know we need the entertainment stuff, comedy club down there. We need a couple of comedy clubs out in the suburbs for those, you know, those kinds of things. But downtowns, making 2 downtowns is, I think, it's time Minnesota's Twin Cities breaks up and, you know, stays.
I agree with that.
Stays amicable. You know,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
don't want to have
sure.
a strife between our family. But I think there's so much more we could do in St. Paul that's different with the river and the way it's built and the streetways that it is, and keep Minneapolis at what it is. It's the center of all
Right.
the entertainment and sports and that kind of stuff, right? The high towers.
When you said a brother and sister were breaking up, I thought you were going to say that Ian Omar is getting a divorce.
Uh-oh.
Think that'll ever happen? Has she got enough money now? She can get a divorce because she's got enough dough. Isn't she the one who said, "What do you mean? I don't have $30 million. I have 30,000."
Yeah, she's the one. She's the one who bankrupted her company overnight.
Overnight.
Her winery.
Oh, that's right. She had a winery.
She had a
Yep.
winery,
Yep,
which I don't know if Islam allows that. But
I don't think so. Islam's not big, first of
Anything in
all.
the United States, though, I mean, that's just,
Yeah.
you can own parts of things and that, right, in our country. Even if you're not supposed to imbibe in it, you still could use it as
Well,
yeah, but I mean, she always covers her head because that's her religion. But she owns a winery.
Yeah, it does seem strange.
Sleeps with her brother.
What?
You don't know that.
I guess you don't know that.
You don't know where people
Where does she
sleep.
live?
No, she's got to obviously
Somewhere in
live
Minnesota.
in her district.
Yeah.
So,
There it is.
Do you have to live in the district to represent?
Yeah.
yes,
You do?
you must.
Well,
Okay. You should.
you're supposed to.
Yeah.
But a lot of people just have a mailbox as ETC number.
Right.
Yeah.
Define live, I suppose.
Yeah.
I live there 1 month out of the year, and the other 11 houses I own, I live in.
I'd like to ask about comedy though, because
Sure.
I'm a fan of live
Oh.
stuff. So what's the crowd like these days? What are kids like these days?
The kids
You know,
like.
I mean, it's changed over the years, but what is today's modern crowd? Are they sophisticated?
It's they know more about comedy than they've ever known before.
That's good.
It's,
That's
yeah,
true.
because of the internet, because of documentaries and that. They are more sophisticated as far as comedy goes, and a lot of the audiences are 50% comedians themselves.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
it was really weird, man. When I started in comedy, it was so rare to actually meet a professional comedian.
Oh, really?
That women would be like, "Oh, you're a comedian? I've never met a comedian before." And now it's like, "Oh yeah, my brother did that for a
Yep.
while."
Yeah.
Well, it's so easy now. You start up a TikTok channel and you start telling jokes, and there you go. You're a comedian.
Crowd work. I always see that. You know, I think the comedians. Actually, I heard it here on the Complete Disaster. A comedian had said that you see a lot of those clips. We're learning about them because we see them because it's their crowd work and it's not their routine. So the comedian has some stuff out there that they're able to sound and look funny and be, people want to see
Yeah.
them, but it's not their routine. Does crowd work do they shout things out more now because of they see it on TV and think they're going to be funny?
I'm hoping that fad is over.
Yeah.
I know. It's
Because-
getting a little old.
Yeah, I don't think it's getting the traction it used to.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically what happened was people like to see a heckler shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in comics, they wanted clips that go viral.
Yeah.
So and they don't want to put their act out there because if you got a 45-minute set, that means you only get 90 clips up there, and then you're
Right.
you've expired all your material. So what they would do is they would encourage the
Yep.
back and forth crowd work. And
Yeah.
for a while there, that's what they would come in and think that.
Right.
That's what
That's
we're
what I'm
supposed to
wondering.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not at Acme though. Acme's always been really good in training the audience.
Yep. Great. Acme's the best.
Oh yeah,
No doubt
the
about
gold
it.
standard. And I hear that whoever comes to tour and visits, obviously from you, and you're a fan of it for a long time, but that's the
Yep.
gold
Oh yeah.
standard.
Oh yeah. It's probably the top club in the country. People don't realize that. They go, "Oh no, it's just our little Minnesota club."
Yeah.
No,
No, it is
it's,
not.
It is one heck of a club. What they're getting now, and I attribute this. I'm going to take credit for this. I attribute this to Crash and Burn.
Crash and Burn is
A
great.
lot of big names are now
Yep.
coming in and doing the week at Acme so they can write.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
And it was they got Tom Segura coming in, and Tom Segura's manager said, "Okay, make sure you tell when you announce it." And he sold out in an hour, I think. An hour. He sold out all 5 shows.
That's wonderful.
And
He's funny.
So you're saying he's not going to come on our show?
What?
So you're saying he's not going to bother with our show?
I don't know. Why wouldn't I would do this if I was Tom Segura. This is fun.
Yeah, absolutely. We had him on before. haven't
We had him on several times.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
But now he's Mr. Big Shot.
Yeah, but anyway, his manager said, make sure when you announce the tickets, make sure people know that he's going to be working on new stuff.
New
And
material.
the promotions guy forgot to add that.
Uh-oh.
And the manager was furious. Said, you got to go back. You got to tell everyone that bought tickets that this is going to be new stuff. This isn't going to be
Right.
Tom Segura's regular act that he's writing this week. And so they sent out a notice and said, he's going to be writing, and if you want a refund, we'll give you a refund. 5 shows sold out. You know how many asked for a refund?
0?
4 people.
4?
4 people.
Close
Why
to
did they
0.
want a refund?
I know, but
Some people
Strong
just not.
well, they were worried. They were worried that everybody would.
Yeah,
yeah.
But the thing is Acme audiences love to see comics working on new material.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather
think so.
see.
I would-
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I'd like to maybe see one of the, get caught in on a couple of things, but the new stuff is, if it's funny, it's funny. It's
interesting, too.
Laughing is where's that?
You got to
In my
come see.
opinion.
You got to go see Crash and Burn then.
Okay.
Are you familiar with
Oh,
it?
Crash
Yeah,
and
oh,
Burn's
yeah.
great.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you on, like, number 1,000?
What?
Crash and Burn.
Yeah.
15. This will be
15.
15 this year. It'll be
Wow.
September. Last week of September, first week of October will be this year's Crash and
We'll
Burn.
probably be back to rep that, I suppose.
Probably.
Why not?
Probably.
I've been working on some material, trying to get ready for when I'm not in public office anymore. And
You gotta do this
I'm doing
with
the
the car,
reverse.
though.
I'm going to do the reverse Al Franken. Go into comedy after. Don't get into comedy after.
Yeah.
Or get into politics after comedy. I'm going to get into comedy after politics.
So is he in comedy?
I don't know if he's in anything anymore, is
I
he?
mean, he used to be a writer, right?
Yeah.
Before he got into the government, and then they
Yeah.
canceled him, and
Yeah.
Oh, they did cancel him?
Oh,
they
yeah,
brought
absolutely.
him back. I mean, he's back.
Well, he canceled himself, kind of.
Yeah.
He
Kinda.
listened to him. He shouldn't have listened. He should have pushed back a little more and said, "No, this is."
Well, what I think was that one photo of him going like this.
Yeah, that's the one that killed him.
Yeah.
In front of the Playboy model.
Oh, yeah.
I think he said, okay, I'll just resign because that was wrong. I think there was probably a lot more stuff.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
they said I don't want people starting to come out and telling stories. So
Sure. Yeah. Oh, there could be that. Right?
that's my
I just think that you go back and you take a picture. It's even for me. Somebody they're upset at Carl, right? And
Yeah.
they call this, you're a phony, this and that. It's like, that's 25. I've been doing that thing for 30 years.
You
Like,
have been for
it's
30
not,
years.
This isn't new stuff. This is, just like his. It was, that picture was a 97 thing. It's like, well, what was he doing back then?
Yeah.
So I guess, I don't know. Being in it myself, I kind of side for some of those. Even the mayor of St. Paul, I mean, you just kind of pull for him and think, oh man, what a. Get
I
caught
like
up in stuff.
laughing. That's what I like.
I do too. That's why it's great to
Getting
be with a
people
comedian.
together and we have a nice laugh. Everything's good. But, I got to be honest with you. There's a certain age group now. It's a little hard to deal with.
It's why you have to laugh more.
No,
At least
I
that's
guess
what I have
so.
to do.
I just...
You mean the 100-plus crowd?
Yes, the 100 plus.
they can't
now,
hear
that's
your
exactly
material?
right. That's what exactly.
What?
I'm thinking.
What?
What
did
he
he say?
How is that humor?
Yeah.
That's not
So
funny at all.
vulgar.
What's an iPhone?
Are you a vulgar comedian? Do you use a little?
I use a little bit of coarse language.
Sure.
But I usually don't talk about sexual topics.
Yeah. I mean, that's not that funny.
Well, my attitude has always been there's only like 114 positions in the Kama Sutra, so that's 114 premises. That's it.
That's all you got to work
You
with.
got.
You burn through them all.
You don't have the book. You got no material.
What the hell?
You gotta wait for them to make the Kama Sutra too.
I gotta be honest with you. I do miss the days we were in the same building as the club.
Oh, that was great.
That was
Yeah.
so great to be down there, and he has done such a great job with that club. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
When we were up there in that Tesco building, comedians would just come in randomly. We'd
I
be like
just do
doing
Monday
it.
nights.
Yeah, we just do like random stuff. We'd just be having a like family chat episode, and some comedian would just like walk in the studio and be like, "I'm on the show now." Usually, that comedian was Cy Amundsen.
Yeah.
Yes, I used to. But where is Cy now?
He moved to like Ohio or something.
Something like
I don't
that.
know.
Yeah, he's outside Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, there you
He
go.
comes back regularly, though.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he was here a couple of months ago, I think.
Well, I didn't talk to him. Where was he?
I think you weren't here.
Oh,
think you
I
were,
wasn't here then.
Yeah, I think that was still when you were in Florida.
Where did he appear?
That's a good question.
The magic store just appeared.
It just
He
disappeared.
appeared and then he disappeared.
Alejandro.
I would assume he had to be at Acme, I would think.
Well, he still does a podcast with Chad, so the two of them get together.
Oh, okay.
That's so they'll come in town for that.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. That all works out.
Do you
in the
do much
end.
podcasting?
Yeah, I've actually got 2 podcasts, and
I like
which
it.
is one podcast more than listeners.
Just sit in your box.
Word out.
I've got one podcast. It's called Another Day Above Ground.
Good.
It's a
That's good.
podcast for baby boomers, which is a great business decision. Make a podcast for people who have no idea how to download a podcast.
Oh, believe me, we know how that goes.
I'm actually glad you brought that up because, and I have never brought this up before, but I see a very distinct line now between, I don't know what age group it would be, but they're all trying to be comedians and all the rest of it, but they have nothing in common. I would say maybe 35, 40 plus is one group like you would be in that group. And the people younger than that don't have much of a desire to do it the old way. They want to do it. They want to invent a new way to do everything.
Well, it's always been the same way. Kids go off to college and they think they've invented everything,
Right.
and they have to shift up the paradigms and synergize the whatevers. And then by the time they're in their 30s, they're like, "Oh, I'm not as smart as I thought I was." But
Yeah.
every generation goes through that.
Rush Limbaugh used to say that baby boomers thought they invented sex.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. That's exactly what I'm talking
Yep.
about because that's what's happening now again. I think.
Every generation thinks
Every
they're
generation.
the first things the first ones to think of everything.
Yep. They think they're smarter than the previous ones. It's what
Yep.
makes
No doy.
teenagers insufferable and communism seem viable.
No,
Right.
absolutely. Oh, I remember being a teenager. I knew everything for sure. Now that I'm 40, I do actually know everything. So,
You do you?
yep, I've got
You
it
do
all
know
figured out
everything.
this time for sure.
Oh, it's funny because I thought it was my 17-year-old that
Same.
had it all
I
figured
got
out.
everything figured out except for how to make a 4-year-old stop being a psychopath.
My other podcast is The Weekly Wrap with Bruce Wolf. He's a Chicago radio sports personality that,
Not radio.
yeah, he did radio.
Did
you
or
do it-
does?
Did you do it using
Okay.
a Marty unit?
He wouldn't be on a podcast with me if he was still doing radio.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But radio, it makes me very, very sad. The KQ morning show now has a 0 share.
Wow.
I mean, radio is
That's crazy.
going away.
Yeah, a lot of it is.
And that breaks my heart. There's no question
But just
about
like the nut goodie and the salted nut roll, it'll just
Salted
be
nut
shelved
roll.
for a while. They'll come back.
No,
You know,
it
there'll be some big EMP and everybody's equipment will go down and you won't be able to. But FM radio and AM radio will surge back and people will be listening in and tuning in. You watch. That'll be.
Have you been watching Fallout recently?
No, but it's exactly.
That is basically the idea. Radio's back in a big way because it's all that's left.
it's definitely going to be, podcasting's getting bigger and bigger. Well, what I like is what you're talking about. You have 2, and back in the radio days, you couldn't have done that.
Right.
Now you can do it. So there's so much exposure for so many people. And I think it's much better, actually, to tell you the truth. And don't get me wrong, I loved radio. I was in radio for, I don't know, I guess 60 years, or not 60, but 55 years, something like that. And it's just a whole different world now.
Yeah.
Well, it's even a different world than when we started doing this very podcast
Well, there's no
14
doubt
years
about
ago.
it. Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
Comedy is similar to that too, right? I mean,
Yes.
you've been in it a long time.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen the morph and the change, and it's dead. These guys are out. Nobody's coming in anymore because of this or that, or they changed to pickleball or whatever the reason over the years have been. So
New thing.
Yeah.
but they're still there. I mean, again,
Yeah.
you got sophisticated crowds still coming out, and they're still.
Yeah. There's still a market for live comedy. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's right now. I think it's the free speech platform. You can say anything on stage.
Yeah.
As long
Yep.
as people laugh, and it's the only place where you can do that.
Well, it wasn't like that for a little while, though. It was, and then it wasn't, and now it is again.
Do you ever do any writing for people, or do you just write your own stuff?
I've written for TV shows and stuff like that briefly, but no, mostly just for me.
Cool.
I got to mention one thing, but I got to be very careful about it.
Always.
But there is a certain age, and I don't know what that age is, but I don't even want to guess what it is. Because I've been interviewing you guys now for 40 years or whatever the hell it is. Well, not you, but
Well,
you
33 probably
33,
for me.
yeah, 33 for you. All of those years, and I don't care who it was that came in the studio and all the rest of it, was just very nice and engaging. They had a great time and all the rest of it. There's a certain age group now that has an arrogance to them, which I think they're making a huge mistake.
Well, again, college students.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, seriously. I had a guy say something to me. I'm like, I've been in this business for 55 years. He was like trying to say that he's more successful than I ever was. I'm like, what are you
Great.
talking about?
Good.
First of all, why would you come to me? Well, he didn't come to me. He sent me a message. Why would you say that to me?
Was it Elon Musk?
Well,
If I was Elon Musk, that's what I do. I'd just
He can do
email
that.
famous people and be like, I'm more successful than you'll ever be. And they'll be like, well, I can't argue with that.
I have a website that I created that I'll share with you offline, but it's in that line of
Oh,
success. Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's a video I did a long time ago, and
So you have the same idea that I have, that there is kind of a line there for some people. That
Oh, yeah.
They just don't get it.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
know.
And you can only the thing about it is you have to have the mind. I think for comedy, you're not changing anybody's political, you're not changing anybody's habits or any of that stuff. You're bringing up some topics that are humorous, and then they get to take it in personal, or they get to take it and laugh with it, or they get to take it. That's what comedy is supposed to be, bringing up
Right.
that fun stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
That is, you can pick on politicians. You can pick on me. It's okay. You can pick on Ilhan. You can pick on whoever.
Right.
Trump. It's fair game.
Yeah.
But if you got to do it in a way, then it's it's kind of got the punchline. If you're just doing it to pick on it, then you're just protesting. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
You know what I love about what you just said, and that's part of, actually you led me into something very nice. It was a nice smooth move there, because I still get emails from people that say things to me like, well, you like this guy, you like that. I haven't voted in 6 years. I don't hate any candidates. I don't love any candidates either.
Right.
They're not my kind of people.
Yeah.
If you're in politics, I don't really have a lot in common with you. And I finally realized that about 5 years ago, something like that. I don't understand that whole situation where people have this arrogance to them now. And I literally had to text somebody back because he sent me I didn't even know what the hell it was. I said, so you just got successful, and I've been working for like 60 years. That'd be like me calling Bob Hope going, you know what, Bob, I
You're
got a
quite a
podcast now.
Yeah. I got a podcast.
I got a podcast now, Bob Hope. I know you're in thousands of movies and all that, but
Yeah.
what is this arrogance now that it's out there? Is it
I don't know.
prevalent?
No, I think you can talk about yours, but I think in politics has changed that way. That has
Yes.
become, the arrogance is kind of crushed and phony. I mean, they just kind of glean that way just because they're a politician and they have to be like that. And I think
Yeah.
it's been crafted for a little bit. Maybe you can say the same for comedians. Like change to the market, but it's been tiresome for the politics of it.
Oh, I don't think there's any. I don't understand why anybody wants to use politics to actually harm other people. Like I said, I haven't voted in 6 years now, so it doesn't really matter to me.
It backfires, right? I mean, like the St. Paul mayor with her comments back and forth. She's just trying to be funny, and it
Yeah.
backfired. Now it's like, oh, you can't do that. So then people like me go, I am in a new role. I have to play this role this way until I'm not in that role, and then I can be funny, or I can be friendly, or whatever. But it's like there's now this new expectation that's not known.
Yeah.
They
it's
tell
not
you after
known.
the fact, after
Yep.
you've screwed up. No, you're not supposed to do that. It's like, oh, well, how do you?
But
Well, to some extent, but I think the president's, a lot of his success is based on the fact that people find him funny.
Yeah.
That's probably true.
Is that Spencer Pratt, who got cheated out of the L.A. mayoral race, was put up some really funny videos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, his people put up funny videos. Not him, not his campaign, but people that were behind it that saw the funniness of it. They went out and did these things that were.
I can't believe
Funny.
he didn't have anything to do with
Some
them.
of it. Yeah, I know, but it doesn't come from the
Yeah.
official sites. You know what I mean?
It was. I don't mind if you put up a video. Wink, wink.
Right. Yeah. They didn't ask him. but it
Well,
sure didn't hurt
that
him.
way, you're not. It's not direct campaign directly from the campaign. So
Right.
you can say, I didn't.
Well,
I
you have to
didn't.
pay and cover for all that, and you have to count for it all.
Yeah, I
you
mean
know?
that was a PAC, obviously. That, dark money.
Or just some fun guy that's got time on his hands going, it'd be funny. Let's put this out. See how many clicks I can get. Boom, he's got them.
Yeah.
Now he's got the clicks.
That's a very good point because
And
I think
they
that is one
monetize
of the
that.
problems.
Yeah.
Everybody has a voice now, which
Yes, they do.
initially thought that might be a good idea. It's not a good idea. I'm sorry.
Well, call in and tell us.
Yeah, there you
Yes.
go.
So we can talk back and forth versus this one way push.
Yes.
And then if you respond to it, then you got all these others pushing on you, and you don't get the.
Yeah.
It gets.
I mean, let me put
It's
it
like
this
crowd
way.
control or crowd work.
I have friends that are Democrats. I have friends that are Republican. I guess some of them might be on the extreme sides of both. I don't care. We've lived different lives. You made your choices. I'm not going to criticize you for your politics.
And you probably won't stay close friends with them or stay in contact if they're really not a good person or if it's a.
Well, yeah,
You know
if
what I
you're
mean?
a good person, that's the whole
Yeah,
different
and
deal.
they're doing their thing, but-
if your whole life is about your political views,
Yeah.
then don't come around. It's not that I
More
hate
to life
you.
than that.
I just don't want to hear it. It makes no sense to me that people are being. I think people are farther apart now than they've ever been. Would you agree with that?
Oh yeah, I agree.
I don't know. The Civil War was pretty.
Well, see, well, that's him being a smart ass, ladies and gentlemen. It's
Doing
typical.
There was pretty much division back then.
I should probably step out of this conversation so you guys can talk about funny stuff.
We only got like 24 minutes left.
I know, but I gotta go.
Big baby.
I gotta make it to the other side of town and.
Gotta go upgrade the municipal water systems.
Yeah. Truth be told, I have a vet appointment for my dog.
Puppy.
So I
Well,
have-
Jude was just in here snoring, so that was great.
I brought my cat to the vet yesterday.
Yeah, it's a vet time. Well, one dog had a bigger problem, and then I was in there saying, "Hey, can I get the other dog in and put this all on one bill?" She's like, "Yeah, come on, we'll get it in." So,
Oh, that's nice.
There's nothing wrong with that.
but anyways, I thanks for
come
having
back
me on.
too now.
Yeah,
You got to come back.
nice
and
to
we
meet
love
you.
having
Nice
you.
meeting
with
you.
us.
We'll come down and see you.
Cool.
Watch your stuff September.
Into
Freshman
September,
break?
1st October. But I'm here all weekend. I'm here tonight and tomorrow.
Okay.
7 and 9:30. 612-338-6393 or acmecomedycompany.com.
Still, I think one of the great comedy clubs in the entire United States.
Yeah.
I just think he has done a magnificent job. I do miss being in that building because then you guys would come upstairs, or we go downstairs and have lunch, or we go to
That building is so
club.
sad now.
Is it?
Yeah, it's got to be.
They don't even have the air conditioning on.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
In the room?
No, the
room's
club.
good.
Oh
Yeah.
man, the club is frigid.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
Because
They're only
it's got to be
using that-
cold.
Yeah, they're only using that.
You cannot have comedy in a warm room.
No,
I love
It's
that.
got to be called.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why Letterman always the studio was 50 degrees.
Well, and everyone's
Yeah.
drinking, so that makes you feel warmer too.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
lights then, and then you get
Yeah, but the rest
Flop
of the
sweat.
rest of the building.
The whole building.
Really?
sad.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved working
Well, it's a
there so
million
much.
years old. It probably is insulated.
Well, you
terribly.
could probably get back pretty cheap.
I could probably buy the building. As a matter of fact, I got $20 on me.
Let me make a call. I'll make a call and find out if I can.
Well,
get a real estate
in
deal.
closing, the place I used to do tons of voiceover downtown Minneapolis is on 5th and Hennepin.
Lickety split.
The big, beautiful red brick building. It was the first multi-story building in downtown Minneapolis. It's that old. God, I can't remember what the hell the name of it is.
Harmon Place down there? Is that
No, that's right. It was, well, you used to come to the studio then when we had the studio there, but I can't remember the name of the building. But this building, and I'm not making this up, just sold for $1. It sold. Would you look it up and see what that is, Andy?
Where is?
Downtown Minneapolis. It was the first multi-story building in downtown
The
Minneapolis.
Lumber Exchange.
Oh,
Lumber
yeah,
Exchange,
yeah,
that's
that's-
exactly
yeah.
what it was. They stepped
When somebody, when I heard that the lumber exchange sold, I thought they were talking about the gay 90s.
I probably did too. You were exchanging lumber, were you? Is that what you're implying? You've been
And on that
exchanging.
note,
The mayor has to leave now.
guys, that's been great.
The mayor has to hit the road.
Otherwise, you're going to be sitting at the bar with the mayor of St. Paul going, it was just a stupid joke.
Thanks, pal. Come back soon.
Oh yeah, we will. Thanks for getting me in.
Bye.
Magnificent. I want to take a break here and we come back and you got 20 more minutes?
Yeah, absolutely.
We
Magnificent.
got till 7, right?
Yeah.
No problem.
Till 7. Oh, you mean just stay out until he goes on stage? That'd
Yeah,
be good.
nothing.
I've known Mike Bilski and Brad Huckle a long time. When you deal with North American Banking Company, you know the people that are running it. And that matters to me, of course. They have a great team of experienced and friendly bankers. That's why I've been a customer for a long time. So go see my friends at North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. That's nabanco.com/Tom to learn more. Member FDIC equal housing lender. Did you know that Minnesota has strict deadlines for filing a personal injury claim? You wait too long and you may miss out. But that's why I recommend talking to Bradshaw and Bryant Personal Injury Lawyers, MinnesotaPersonalInjury.com, 320-259-5414. Even if you're years away from the statute of limitations, memories and evidence have a tendency to fade over time, so contact them today.
I got to fact check you, by the way.
Why?
They paid $1 for the lumber exchange, but there was also a $20,000 fee. So
Oh, well.
$20,001
$20,001
for the lumber
for a
exchange.
building that should have probably sold for about $70 million back in the day.
How is it so useless or worthless?
I guess people are not going downtown Minneapolis anymore, but the great thing for you guys, me, is you're not downtown, you're on the edge of downtown.
That's true.
And it's but you're saying that building's not doing well either now.
No, well, the club is.
The club is, yes.
But the-
well,
well, everyone does remote working now. Everyone,
Yeah,
since
that's
the pandemic, everyone works at home.
that's very, very true. God, but that stuff does break my heart. Because I used to, man, I did voiceover down there and, did shows down there for all those years. And I do love it still. I love downtown Minneapolis and downtown St. Paul. Totally different, but just as great. I really hope we get control of our cities again. Do you have any trouble in some cities you go to? You're like, ooh, do I really want to be walking around down here?
Yeah. No,
Good.
I'm still stupid.
I'm still stupid. Well, I'm glad to hear you're still stupid.
Sometimes I'll be in a neighborhood and I'll be, I probably shouldn't be here right now. But
What do you think caused this horrible edge we have now with everything? I mean, it's happened before, the ebb and flow of people get angry about things, but people are meaner now than they've ever been, I think.
as far as politics, or just in general?
Just in general. I think the politics sway over to in general. It's all based on politics, but it's, I don't like your shirt, I hate you. It's like, what are you talking
And
about?
I think it started during the pandemic. I think.
Well, that might be a good call.
People were taking out of society, and that's they started ordering everything online, and they
That's
wouldn't go to the
right.
grocery store. They wouldn't, they go out for manicures and haircuts, but there's no other reason to go out, and I think people kind of became isolated, and then social media too. Everyone's got their you click on something, and then social media shows you more of that. So what happens is it eventually isolates you into a community of people that agree with each other.
Yeah.
So you think that no one else in the world doesn't agree with you, and then you get out of the world and it's, whoa, wait a minute.
Yep.
He's got a red hat on.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't wear a red hat. What are you doing with that red hat?
It's always funny to hear someone talk as if every single person in the world agrees with them, except for like a small cult of people.
Yeah.
It's like 95% of humanity agrees with me. There's no statement that you can make for which that is true. I mean, you could think of most delicious food in the world. Think of pizza. Think of ice cream. More than 5% of people hate it. I guarantee it.
But I just don't understand. Do you run into, well, you don't run into that at comedy clubs, I wouldn't think. I mean, you don't have people yelling at you from the chairs, do you?
Oh, of course I do.
Oh yeah, of course.
Of course I do. Well, great news.
I encourage it.
You need material for your
being
TikTok
you.
channel, right? Your crowd work.
Just you being you, is that what you're saying?
well, last night I irritated some people.
Uh-oh.
As I was talking about
you?
Yeah, I was talking about Dr. Fauci.
Oh yeah, the pleading the fifth.
Okay, explain to me why anybody'd be upset, because he's a thief.
No,
A
in
little weasel,
Minnesota.
little weasel. That's what he is.
He's a little weasel who stole tons of money from people by lying about medicine.
And he lied about the origin of COVID.
Yep.
He said it
Yep.
came from bat soup. And I
Bat
read it.
soup.
Yeah, I remember that.
I called up Lewis. I called up Lewis. I said, Lewis, is there such a thing in China as bat soup? And he said, I've been to a lot of restaurants in China, never saw bat soup. I go, are you sure? He goes, I would have ordered it.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, bat soup. You got to make the right. But you know what I'm talking about. You go downtown. If I was still in the Lumber Exchange building and all the rest of it, I made this statement a couple of weeks ago that, one of my favorite people in the world is James Earl Jones. I just loved the guy. I thought he was wonderful. I said I never got to meet him. Well, I got about 8,000 text messages of people going, yes, you did. He met you at the Lumber Exchange building.
Uh-oh.
And so I'm like, holy Christ, look at, was I still drinking then?
Lumber Exchange with
But the
James
thing-
Earl Jones.
I don't want to go into the building where that happened, where I met James Earl Jones. And by the way, I remember all this stuff. He was so complimentary. So, Tom, you do a great job with your voice. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have a voice like yours, pal. I'll tell you that. He was one of the great vocalists of all time. His voice was incredible.
You guys probably auditioned for the same read, though.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah.
It's you're just like one shade above him.
Yeah, just what's up,
Sort of.
really.
Yeah.
What kind of shade are you talking about?
Well, below him.
Yeah. I mean, depends on who's who and who's. But no, I talked to him several times, and I do look back now. I don't know how I ever forgot that I had met him in that building. One of the nicest men, one of the most talented human beings I've ever met in my entire life. And now that's all going to go away, not just because downtown areas are dangerous and all the rest of it, but everybody, I'm sitting in my house doing a podcast right now. I don't have to go to a TV studio to do it. I don't have to do anything. So there are a lot of people I'm never going to meet that I would have met in the past just by being in a building.
Right.
And that does make me kind of sad, no question about it.
All right, I'm doing some research here.
Okay,
Lumber
research
Exchange building. I'm looking at available space.
for $20,000, $20,001.
So Suite 620. It's got 4 offices, 2 conference rooms, a dedicated storage area, and a kitchenette. So this is basically describing our space in the Itasca building.
Yes, yep.
Right now in the Lumber Exchange building, they're asking $6,200 a month for it.
Well, they'll never get that.
That's the thing. It's like
They'll
if
never
this
get that
building,
much.
your rent is worth a third of the building. Like, be realistic.
Gotta pay back 20 grand somehow.
Seriously.
Absolutely.
It's like, are they? I mean, that's the thing. It's like if you can sell suites for $6,000 a month, how could the building not be worth more than
Exactly.
$20,000? I really have to wonder.
If they had a decent price, I'd probably go back down there and do the show from down there once in a while. That'd be amazing.
I tried looking into the Itasca building, but they don't seem to be forthcoming with their prices and such.
They
Well,
don't.
the Lumber Exchange building has dedicated podcast studios that they're renting out.
Oh, do they?
They are about 200 square feet, and they start at $850.
So that's about as big as this room.
Yeah,
isn't
200
it?
square feet is I think slightly bigger than this room.
Slightly bigger than
for
this room.
$850.
But that's not bad.
So it's I don't know. It's not good, is it?
No, I suppose.
I
not.
think we were spending what, $1,200 in
I think it was
St. Louis Park,
$1,200, yeah.
and we had 4 rooms in that suite.
Yeah, we did.
So I don't know. Either whoever sold that Lumber Exchange building really got taken for a ride, or the
No.
people who own it don't know what they're doing.
There's no good outcome.
Well, it's one of the
apparently.
two, because
But I mean, the reason I'm even talking about all this stuff, the sadness in the world, you do realize how important your job is now, don't you? more important than ever.
Well, more important to me.
It's more important to all of us because I like to sit and laugh. I like to go and sit and watch somebody and laugh and have a good time, particularly if I know them, like I used to come to see you and all these other people. I got to get back into doing that because it changes everything to watch somebody up on stage. What I will tell you is guys like you are incredible. Once you hit that stage, you're like the king of the world. You get that in your head?
I kind of have that all the time.
There's no change.
Yeah, it's a bad habit for a lot of us. Actually, I think that's why comedians there's so many divorces in the industry.
Are there still?
It's a lot of yeah. You got to think you're the center of the universe.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
I can't remember who it was, but I think it was George Carlin and another comic. It could have been Tom Dreesen, but I could be wrong on this.
Oh yeah.
Is that he came up to him and he goes, "You don't get it, man. You see, everyone is wrong."
Everyone.
And that's the perspective of a comedian.
Yeah, well, something has to get you up on stage to begin with, right? You got to let everyone know.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, that's the perspective of a good comedian. Is that I know everything, and you're all wrong. And I'm gonna set you straight.
I love it.
And if you can make them laugh while you're doing that,
Yep.
That's it's wonderful because it makes people recognize their flaws.
Are there good upcoming comedians of, let's say, in the 30-year-old range?
Probably.
Are you not the one to ask?
I even asked it. I knew your answer.
I don't. I'm getting to that age where the memory is starting to go. And I am really afraid of seeing a comic do a bit, forget I saw him do the bit.
Oh, yeah.
And then think I came up with it on my own a couple years later.
Well, that has to happen all the time, though.
Yeah. Well, it almost happened to me before Crash and Burn Week one year.
Oh, did it really?
Wonderful. Is that I came up with a bit, and I said, "Oh, this is a really funny concept," and I said, "I'm going to run with that." And I go, "I think I can do this at Crash and Burn." And about a week before, I'm talking to a comic on a podcast, and he mentions a Dave Chappelle bit that is very similar to what I was going to do. And I still don't know if that I was going to do it because I saw Dave Chappelle do it and I thought I wrote it, but I would have come in to Crash and Burn, stealing a Dave Chappelle bit with three other fantastic comics, and they're going, Slagle's a thief.
I gotta tell you. I mean, brilliant comedians are going to think alike in a lot of areas.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So there is some crossover there. There's no doubt.
I don't know if that happened, but I can't take that chance.
Yeah.
Well, you know what happened to me, don't you? I've been diagnosed with Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'll hang in there.
Speaking of memory.
Yeah, speaking of memory, that's exactly why I brought it up, because my memory already is not anywhere near as good as it was. It was really good back in the day. And it's not bad at all now, don't get me wrong, but I can see it coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the way...
Well, you don't remember James Earl Jones.
Yeah,
Because that had to be a memorable moment when he put out his hand and go, Tom Bernard.
Tom Bernard, nice to see you, sir. He was always very nice to me, whether it was on the phone or... Yeah, he died a few years ago now, didn't he? That's been a few years, but...
I think, yeah.
I just... the point I want to get, we only got about 10 minutes left, I just want to make sure that if you don't go to comedy shows, you need to start, because it's going to save this country eventually. Comedy has got to save the world because nobody else is trying to do it.
Yeah, that's what I think.
That's absolutely true. I want to go and I want to laugh and have a good time, have a little dinner with, who's ever with us and all the rest of it. I really want people to understand how important stand-up comedy really is in this world, because without it, it would be hideous right now. Honestly, well, I wasn't here, but Andy, who did we have on again about a month ago who went after Bruce Springsteen like a madman?
Jonathan Cain from Journey.
Jonathan Cain from Journey came on this show, and I wasn't on the show, and he went after Bruce Springsteen, I guess, like a madman.
You know, Bruce Springsteen has done a fabulous job of making me forget that I ever enjoyed his music.
I know.
It's
He's a billionaire now.
Yeah.
All he does is whine.
He's a billionaire talking about how hard it is to make a dime.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there's a lot of musicians like that.
Oh,
They started their careers talking about how poor they are and that sort of thing, and then they become multimillionaires, but they continue singing those songs.
Yeah.
So it feels a little disingenuous where you're like, oh, I'm the poor downtrodden worker, and you're, flying a private jet in so you can sing, and then flying another private jet out.
But I'll say the same thing I said about 20 minutes ago. We need stand-up comedy to remain where it is or even grow bigger. I don't know what this world would be like without comedy, man. I really don't.
I would like to see a Bruce Springsteen do a real song about his life,
That'd be
I
interesting.
showed up at a cocktail party and the pate was overspent.
That'd be pretty. So why don't you sing a song about how you can't sing? That'd be good. I mean, Bruce is not a good singer.
Yeah, he's got that Santa Claus is Coming to Town cover that always plays during Christmas, and I'm always like, oh my God, I don't like it.
Better watch out. You better. It's like,
Yeah.
that's not singing. I've
don't
never
like it.
met Bruce Springsteen. I've never seen him perform or whatever. He was never my kind of guy. I don't hate him or anything. Don't get me wrong. It's just not my kind of group. Right?
I heard that the nickname "the Boss"
yeah.
that was not a complimentary term.
It was not.
It was applied to
That's
it.
exactly right.
Okay, boss. Whatever you say, boss. You're the boss, man.
But I think that ties in with your industry too. We need great music and we need great comedy. We really do. You throw in the movies and television shows. That's what keeps us afloat.
Well,
I think.
Dave on the chat has a good point. The problem with comedy is that the people who need to laugh don't go to shows.
Yeah, that might be true.
The uptight people who are just living in their own bubble, they're not getting exposed to anything. So
suppose.
you can have all the comedy in the world, but they're not going to know about it.
I'm looking all the way back, and I can't remember the comedian's name. Who was the guy that he was on the Ed Sullivan Show, and something went wrong, and he gave a double finger. Who was that again? He gave the double finger to this is for
Jackie
you.
Mason.
Jackie
Yes.
Mason, exactly.
Yeah, as they were giving him the countdown, they were going like this. This is how much time you have before you go to commercial break.
Yep.
He goes,
Oh, yeah.
look, you're giving me the finger.
Yeah.
Hey, I got the finger for you.
This is for you, and this is for you, and this is for you. I mean, I saw that that had to been what, the late 50s, maybe the early 60s.
Let's see.
It was a long, long time ago, but I saw that. And I went,
1964.
64.
I would
You
have
were
loved to
13.
would have loved to see Ed Sullivan backstage when that happened,
Oh.
doing the Danny Thomas spit tip.
Oh, yeah. In the 60s? Absolutely.
Oh my! This is for you. Yeah, I don't think Ed Sullivan cared much for that. No question. Can we ever get people to calm down and kind of try to come together and get through this all, or are we just so far separate now? We're separated so much that it's just not going to happen.
I don't know. I almost think it's going to take a war.
You might be right.
Unfortunately.
And it's I mean, one side is getting really violent.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking out political celebrities. They're causing riots. They're
Why do you want violence in your life?
Again, kids think they know everything, and they think that it's my way or the highway. If I just
Yeah.
kill enough of my political rivals, then they'll all see the light.
well, they don't know. They're forgetting which side has all the guns.
That's true.
Oh yes. It's just popped into my head just now. But looking back, I've always talked about this situation. I grew up in a Catholic, Jewish, black neighborhood, North Minneapolis, right? And you did learn from all three of those people, shut the hell up and go get an education and get off your ass and stop complaining. It was a great place to grow up because it was like, look, you can do it, kid. I know that you're poor and all the rest of it, But I got so much encouragement from those communities when I was a little boy of 10, 11 years old. I would have never made it had I not gotten that from them.
Right.
You know, is that around anymore? Does anybody do that anymore?
Well, I still think, I still think in some communities, yeah, it still
Good.
is, the education and rising out of poverty. But there's certain people that they've been told all their life, you don't have a shot, don't even bother.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hate that so much.
Yeah.
I mean, it went so far. One time I was over at a friend of mine, a nice Jewish boy. I'm over at his house, and I made some joke that his father did not think was funny. And he comes and goes, "Hey, Tommy, don't be a schmuck like that." I'm like 11, 10 years old.
That was it, huh?
Tell me not to be a schmuck. And then I found out what schmuck meant, and that changes everything. It's so great to have you back in studio. We always have a wonderful time because it's not just about, he's going to be here and go see him. We have talked about every facet of everything when you come in.
Yeah,
It's been wonderful.
it's my brain. I can't focus on one thing.
I
It's
understand.
always skipping the track.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
get it.
so you're going to be tonight,
Tomorrow night, 7 and 9:30,
both nights.
both nights.
7 to 9:30 both nights tonight and tomorrow. You got to come back soon again, Pally.
And then I'll be back. I'll be back September 29th, 30th through I think, Crash and Burn.
For Crash and Burn. That is a great. Do you have any idea how many people have seen Crash and Burn?
The mayor knew about it. So.
That's a very good
The
point.
esteemed mayor.
Who came up with that concept?
It was kind of me and Lewis. Lewis was
This is great.
he just raved when Robin Williams came into the club.
Oh,
He
yeah.
just raved about his ability to watch a pro build and act over the week. And I said, I think I can do that. You let me bring in 3 other comics in. We'll do 20 minutes apiece.
Love it.
And he loved the idea, and he's hoping it'll pay off.
That would be good. Paying off would be good. No doubt about it. I'm just glad the comedy. Look, where would this
He has spent several lumber exchanges on the Crash and Burn project so far.
for $3-4, something like that?
Don't forget the $20,000 fee, though.
Yeah, I forgot about that. You're absolutely right. No, it's great having you in. I just love it when the comedians, actors, whatever, come in and hang out, and it's very I love your honesty, first of all, and I really admire that. And I just had a great time again today. Jimmy Francis, the mayor, ladies and gentlemen, coming in. It just and of course, don't forget the other Timmy. He had to make sure he had the 2 Timmys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll talk to you on Monday. Thanks for watching the show and listening to the show and whatever you do.
Got a picture in my pocket, reminds me of the swoons before. And every time I get to sing, reminds me how you talk in my door.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the post-show. As I turn off the recordings and everything. All right, so the audio is stuttering, correct? So here's one thing I can check. Let's stop the virtual camera, restart it, see what happens. The audio cleared up when you went to close. You're kidding me. So it's fine now? Well, no, yeah, you would, well, yeah, I suppose. So the video that I just played, that outro video, sounded fine. All right, so here, I'm going to try one thing, stop the virtual camera, and restart it, see what happens. All right, actually, you can't see me right now, but you can hear me. Do I sound better now? Without the virtual camera on? I wonder if that was doing it. The audio's, yeah. We have to be more specific, because I'm going to be... What do you mean correct? So it's still bad after turning off the virtual camera. seems better, but it's not all the way better. Okay, let me, so now I'm going to turn off OBS entirely. So OBS is now closed. So did closing OBS do anything? Much better with, so Tyre says much better without the cameras. Andy says it's still doing it, but it's still chopping a bit. All right, so now that OBS is closed, did that? Oh, okay, so no, it's still bad. All right, so it's not OBS, which is good because I like using OBS. OBS is what lets me do this. Wait. Like that. Can't hear it anymore. Well, if it's doing it at all, then it's still a problem. Sounds better now. Put on some music. Oh yeah, can you, let's see. Longest thing we have is the intro. I can put the intro on. Holy God, that's loud. All right, I'm going to close OBS again. What do we think? Does the music sound better with OBS closed? Right. You've got enough data. It's either better or it's not. I'll start the virtual camera again so you can see me. Boop. Shopping again, so okay, it's not OBS. The music is fine, but the mics are not fine? Huh. That's interesting because the music is going through the board. See, look. Pretty cool, huh? Let's see our mics. But the Z to go, that's also going through the same channel. Music good, mic bad. That is very, very bizarre. And it's all the mics, it's not just this mic, so if I grab, hold on, let me grab one of those other mics. Microphone number 4. So, did that improve anything at all? Because for the music to be good, but the mics to be bad, that's strange. Clear now. So what, it's just my mic? Do I sound good? I am on microphone 4. Is microphone 4 good? Seems to clear up. All right, I'm going to switch back over to my mic. I'm back on the producer mic. Is it bad again? Because if it is bad again, then maybe something is wrong with... Maybe one of the cables got squooshed. My mic sounds good now? Or what? Let me turn that off. Don't need to run out to the battery. It's fine now. Huh. That is very, very odd. It's got to be a StreamYard issue then. Because it's clearly not our equipment. All I did was turn my mic off and on, but it's not like literally off and on. It's... Oh, now it's garbly again. Ugh. Okay, what if I do this? All right, I just switched the... There's probably going to be some echo, maybe. It might sound worse, but... 2 minutes? I will have 2 minutes in probably about 2 minutes.
Because you got to move your car because I have to take him downtown.
Oh,
Or could Mom just move?
yeah. My keys are in here, so... So, did switching the audio interface fix anything? I'm talking to the audience. No echo and no chop. So it's good now? External audio source that constantly play. Will that actually work or not? Yeah, no, that should work. Here. I put it on again. So you're now hearing through the Focusrite as opposed to the whatever the hell brand that thing is. Behringer or something, I think. So it's good now. Yeah, so far indeed. So the reason I had the other thing is because it's a mix minus, so there should be less for the echo cancellation to worry about. But I'm wondering if that interface might just need to be... Yeah, no, it's... Yeah, it's going through... Well, wait. Yeah, it's going through the Focusrite. My headphones won't tell me anything. It doesn't... It always sounds fine on my headphones. Which makes me wonder if it's... Well, it's got to be something up the chain from my headphones. Both good, mic and music. Blur, 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 blur. I'm going to restart this music here. Okay, so it's the audio interface that's been the problem, huh? Intriguing. There's a lot of things it could be. Here, I'm going to switch it back here. Alright, we're back to the crappy codec here. Actually, I'm gonna... Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna put this one on. Ahoy! Alright, so we're going through the other audio codec. The crappy one. Is it just one of these? No, that's... Blur, 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 blur. Still good. I don't think we need the music anymore if it's... As long as I can keep talking. It's going to cut out for a second. And we are back, hopefully. Yes, we're back. Alrighty. Well, if it's good now, it almost seems like I can just swap the interface and swap it right back, and that'll clear the audio issues up. It's strange that it happened right after Tim left, though, right? I'm going to have to go back and watch the video. Maybe it was just a loose cable. I'm going to unplug everything and plug everything back in, but yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see what goes on Monday. As long as it still sounds fine, because when I switched over before, it started crapping up pretty quickly. Yeah, I have a feeling it's this thing. Maybe I need a new driver for it or something. Yeah, after Tim left, like literally just as Tim left, because that wouldn't affect the load on this thing. In fact, this thing specifically doesn't take the computer input. That's why it's there. So Tim's audio doesn't go through this second audio codec. Well, that should do it for testing for right now. I think at least I've most likely nailed it down to this thing. And if it gets choppy again on Monday, I'll just try getting rid of the mix minus and see if it gets choppy again. And there's all sorts of fun stuff we can try. But thanks for helping. My mouse pad is disintegrating. Thanks for helping diagnose. Hope you enjoyed the post show. As a reminder, well, actually, we haven't even announced this yet, but why not? Kristen will not be on Wednesday, I don't think. And Alex will not be here on Monday. So we've got all sorts of vacancies coming up that I get to try to fill, but shouldn't be difficult. All right, see everyone later. Have a good weekend, and I don't know, keep watching the skies.